cube.
You better hurry up and jump in that one.
Play points.
Woo!
We missed it!
I told you.
I know, right? We're just too slow.
That's super funny. That we
They're firing pretty quick. I mean, that one went from 7, it's already at 2. So hopefully you guys are enjoying your Shabba Monday. I enjoyed my Thanksgiving, even though I had to work a split. I got time to go see some family. Did you do anything? Did you see family or?
Yeah.
That's always a plus. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your holidays. Black Friday, maybe you trampled some people to get like some cheap ramen or a TV or...
I love the cheap ramen. That's really funny. I did get a TV, actually.
That's right. And did you have to trample someone to death for that?
No, actually. It was very organized.
It's a plus. I didn't have to do that. I actually just worked on Black Friday too. And I worked today.
Spent way too much money over Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
That's all right. I mean, that's what you make money to do. You make money to squander money.
Yep.
A
I bought
magic.
laptop and a TV.
It's a 2-in-1. It's a laptop,
No.
television. It transforms. It's a Decepticon. All right, let's see. Because we're about to fire in a minute. Let's see if any of the values have changed. I haven't actually checked the values of these since we last were on.
I'm sure
We were
they
busy.
just continue to go down.
Likely, which means that we should. Yeah, you can tell the price change here: rising cards, declining cards. Oh, that's interesting.
What? I don't know what that is.
That's the card, the weird card that we lost to last time. The one that brings back a creature. It has gone up quite a bit. It's dipped down a little bit here, but there's
it
actually
wasn't worth anything last time we looked at it, right?
No, it was worthless last time we looked at it. And now it's sitting at $13. Maybe it's seeing mild legacy play, or...
It could be anticipation, because, I mean, it's really good in the cube, and it could be useful in legacy.
Interestingly, that Teferi is still holding up pretty well. Like, these other top cards make sense. Dak Faden is played, Shardless Agent is played, Toxic Deluge, Containment Priest, True Name Nemesis. Those are cards that are played in Vintage and Legacy.
Yeah, but the Archmage doesn't make any sense. And I don't know anything about, is that Troth? Clandel Troll? I don't know.
Marin of the Clan Neltroth. That was the person that brought people back from the graveyard.
That wrecked us last time.
Yeah, but I mean, even in the slower green-based legacy decks, I can't see playing more than one. I could see playing one in like a Nick Fit type deck, where it's real grindy. Maybe it's in your board. Maybe there's two.
Well, so if you look though, Toxic Deluge, there's usually only one in the main deck or in the sideboard. So I mean, that makes reasonable sense. But
now I will say I like how most of these cards are listed if they're at rare, right, and not at mythic. So it's actually pretty easy to get True Name Nemesis, Containment Priest, and Toxic Deluge, which are the important cards for that. And then Shardless Agent's an uncommon. So they moved the rarities to a point where they're actually easily accessible. And some of the cards that are cool but not necessarily needed are more of the mythics and rares. I don't think that there are any mythics except for the... except for Dak Faden that are hard to come by, that are important. And that's just because they're Planeswalkers, which is fine. Planeswalkers are always going to be mythic. And to expect anything else less than that is not really reasonable. Yeah, I don't think any of these cards are actually played in significant... Ooh, hey! Oh, Fire Spout. Man.
Hey, the draft has started.
Yeah, we got time. Alright.
I like Fate's Fetters.
Not sure if I'm high enough on Face Fetters for first pick. This pack does not look amazing, by the way.
Nope, not very good.
Do we want to see if we can go big green again, or do we want to try multicolor kind of somethings?
Not sure.
Well, things I would consider: Cyclonic Rift.
I think Cyclonic Rift is the best pick.
Could be, could not be. Phyrexian Arena, Dimir Signet, Face Fetters.
I don't think I would take a Signet or the Bounce Land or Phyrexian Arena first. But I think Cyclonic Rift or Fate's Fetters might be a first. Fate's Fetters is a little iffy for a first pick. Those creatures don't seem particularly crazy good.
and we consider the mana fixing, I would, if I was pushing more towards doing the multicolored deck again, I would probably take the Island over the Rift. But we're gonna try the Rift. I've heard it's pretty cool.
I've heard good things.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and first reserve the Nexus, and let's see what else we have here. Stomping Ground, Bivouac, Talisman.
How many things
I think that's
does Dark
really
Depths go with? Like, is there
just
any...
one. Just one.
Oh, there's only one other card?
There's only one.
Okay. So there's not more than one combo card for Dark Depths?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's reasonable that you could get all the counters off of it too. So, you know, you do have that possibility. That it is slow. I think that Maelstrom Nexus, Stomping Ground, Talisman, or Bivouac would be my pick. I don't want to go in on Genesis Wave. I don't like the triple black of Spirit of the Night. And I don't think any of the rest of these cards are particularly exciting. Did you like the performance of Maelstrom Nexus last time?
It was okay. I think I'd rather have the Talisman or the Biovac over it, though. I mean, you can make the decision, though.
Yeah. Let's go some colors. So nothing on the top row seems good, and nothing on the bottom row seems good. So let's take a Taiga.
That seems kind of weak.
What seems better?
I mean, just in general, third picking a land.
We just second picked a land.
Yeah.
This pack,
Man.
this pack is just bad.
Yeah, a lot of packs we've seen are just bad. So I guess we just take all the mana fixing we can get.
Well, the good news is if we take mana now, we won't have to take mana later, and we don't know where
These
we're
packs
at.
are real bad.
Right
Now, is the lion there magenta? I guess.
Magenta the Lion is a decent card. I don't want to take it early because you do want to be main white if you take it, and I've seen it wheel a couple times. It's a card you have to untap
Now,
with to
is
be great.
Hero's Blade good enough to take? Because it does auto-equip to basically every creature, which makes it way better than the other cards that do similar things.
I don't even get to choose when that means if I play a creature, it has to equip.
You may attach it. You don't have to.
I still also don't want to be playing a beatdown deck. All the people that have been playing equipments, I've been less than impressed with. Okay, so Far and Away, Mortify. I think I'd actually have. I don't know. Far and Away, Mortify are appealing.
So if we're gonna try to stay mainly blue,
I don't think we are.
so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Which card do you think is better, Far Away or Mortify?
Man, that's a hard choice.
Far and Away lets us get rid of.
Far and Away has a sack clause.
And Mortify gets rid of enchantments.
So let's take Far and Away.
Okay. Now, Mortify lets us get rid of specific things. Remember that Far and Away only gets rid of one thing, but I haven't seen too many board states where they have more than one or two creatures out. So I think it's actually pretty good there, too.
Song of the Dryads is pretty cool, too.
Yeah. I agree. And I could definitely see us come back around. I think Song of the Dryads will wheel. I think people underestimate how good that card is.
Why are the creatures so bad?
Because they have to be ancient. They
is
have to
that
be
the
legendaries.
good?
No.
No, that's the wrong.
I don't think Divine Reckoning is good in this cube.
I think the Veil-Off is pretty good.
I would consider the Ancient, the Grasslands, and the Prism. The Prism lets us fix mana. The Grasslands, you know what? I think I might just take Grasslands. It already goes with Taiga, and it kind of opens up a lot of things here. I don't mind the Ancient, but I don't think it's great, and I'm not sure if we're going to be in...
Well, so Heartless Hedetsuko is really good, too.
If you're a beatdown deck. I don't actually really like the card that much.
Actually, Divine Reckoning is really good, too.
I think it's bad in this cube. Often
Because one good card is another.
Because your opponent normally only has one or two creatures out. And it's the same thing with the Hetseku. If you're ahead, it's really good because you can attack and then half their life and kill them. But often, you have to be ahead for that to work well. Wow. Okay.
What is up with this? Okay, I think we take the Dragon Claw.
We could take Legacy Weapon, but I would rather take Dragon Claw. If the Dragon Claw wasn't here, I would actually take Flood Plain so that I would have a lot of overlap there. But I don't have a reason to take Flood Plain yet because we don't have a fetch land to go with it.
Now, what about Blade Wing?
It's triple red. It's
So
hard
you'd
to
rather
cast.
have the Dragon Claw?
It's too hard to cast triple cost colors. I mean, we're usually in 4 or 5 colors, and in a 4 or 5 color deck, triple red might as well be nearly uncastable.
Now, what
Usually.
about Pariah? I think I'd rather have the Dragon Claw, but I'm hoping Pariah comes back around.
I mean, they can just kill your creature in response. It's an enchantment.
That you enchant their creature. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt.
Oh, you want to do it that way? Okay, yeah. I usually
Yeah.
put on my creatures.
Nath is probably the best. Is there something else I'm not seeing?
There is Armillary Sphere.
Is the Ginyu worth it? I don't think the Ginyu is worth it.
There's Armillary Sphere. That is the only other card I would consider.
I think it would take the really good creature over the sphere, especially since we have so many lands already.
Yeah.
And then we definitely take some ramp in the next pack, and hopefully some good cards, because we've got one creature right now.
Yeah. We have some decent mana. We definitely have blue, black. We have red and green pretty well in. We've got a
so
blue
we got
card.
one more pack we haven't seen, so hopefully it's good.
Okay.
Evolving Wilds
So,
is pretty good.
I don't mind Legacy of the Falling Star, Commander Isha, Gift of the Gargantuan, or God's Willing. Those are all the cards I would consider really big in here. And Dreadshift Reap is fine as well.
So Commander Isha puts us in all 5 colors, whereas currently we're in black, green, blue, red.
I don't think we're really any colors. I think we're just maybe blue. Do you think Commander Isha is the best card?
That's hard to say.
We're on Ricey.
Yeah.
Dreadship, Gift, Dreadship.
What you say is what I always say, but
Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, here we go. That came back around.
that's definitely the best card.
I am leaning towards Silumgar. We can put situations where it'll be very powerful.
I like Trojan Grip. I like Fate's Fetters, but I think that is the best card because it's hexproof.
Right, and with the Hexproof and Flying, I feel better about taking equipment and stuff like that to put on a legendary cards because it's harder to interact. So if my deck is like Surak and Silumgar and kind of blinking a lot of sorcery speed removal, then I'll feel comfortable creating an aggro deck. I would consider Worldly Tutor or Dark Depths here. Dark Depths for the potential. Worldly Tutor, it's not great, but if we end up in a deck that doesn't run a lot of creatures, it gets
Which I
better.
hope we don't run into that kind of thing because I don't like that kind of deck.
I'm leaning towards the Worldly Tutor just because I don't know what really interacts with Dark Depths other than the Thespian stage.
So are there 2 brothers in the deck?
Yeah, there are.
Okay. So every other card there's only one.
Okay, so we can do the Hero's Blade, or we can do Magento the Lion.
So I think Hero's Blade is better in our situation. I'd like to not be all 5 colors.
We can try some Beatdown. Look, there's other brother. Right, we're taking Crystal Ball. Or we could take Wear and Tear and have an ability to splash for it. Would you rather have the ability to kill
Crystal
stuff?
Ball is really good, especially if we end up in this deck that we seem to be ended up in.
Alright, we're unlikely to play any of these cards.
I would rather not play against Heartless Setitsuko. All of our creatures are going to be some of the best, so far.
Let's put that sideboard. Okay.
I'd definitely take Pariah, but
Why?
well, Pariah just destroys one of their creatures. Just basically, it turns their creature into must die.
I'm not sure I agree that it kills them, but I will.
So
move
Pariah just stops one of their creatures dead, as if it had not been played. I don't know what that first card does.
It makes a 2/1/1 flying. You can pay 3 and sack a creature to do that.
Now, Austere Command we know is great. Tasigur is great.
So I'm leaning towards either.
So Austere Command is probably one of the best cards in the set, but we're not in white currently. So
No, we can still pretty easily be in white. We do have Grasslands, which can help us
now,
cast that.
Tasigur will not come back, so
I would lean towards Scalding Tarn or Tasigur. I kind of like this idea of maybe a light splash of red in a blue-black-green kind of deck.
that seems exactly what Tasigur wants, so. Pernicious Deed seems to be the best card. I like Urza's Rage. I like Oblation. Let's see. I really
Take
like Traumatic Visions, but I don't think it's worth taking this early.
We could take Basalt Monolith. I mean, it is just the best card here.
It is just the best card. It's 3 and tap to add 3, right?
Yeah, let's
and
just
then
add
tap for 3.
Yeah. Let's just take Basalt Monolith. There's a lot of situations where it's good, and it looks like we're going to be playing control spells. So here, I would like a wheel of Pernicious Deed, Temple, Urza's Rage.
So if we're going to be playing control, we might should take the Pernicious Deed over the Basalt, simply because Pernicious Deed will get us to our creatures.
I've seen a lot of people just running more hate for that and feeling like you can depend on the Pernicious Deed.
Okay. Well, then let's take the Monolith.
I'm not comfortable with that.
Let's see. Kalissa is probably the best card here. What is that? Legendary
Honden?
Sky, whatever.
It's just a 5/5. You can channel it for X green, deal X to all flame creatures.
I mean, that's pretty good.
It is. I like Glissa. I like the Honden. I like the Temple. I like the Rocky Tar Pit. And I'm not sure I want to run Glissa. I'm not sure if we're going to have double green. I might actually just want to take some more.
No, I think you want Glissa. Glissa is super powerful.
Okay.
And I think the color fixing will. Some of it. What about the Death Touch Exploit Sidisi? Exploit's not doing too much for us, but Death Touch would.
I don't know. I mean, paying. There's not creatures to exploit. That's why exploit's bad. All of your creatures tend to cost a lot.
Death Touch is really good.
Yeah, but I don't want a 5-mana 4/6 Death Touch.
That's a good point. Let's see.
I
think Primeval Bounty is the best card.
Primeval Bounty. If I had a way to sacrifice things, I would consider Spine of Isha. Remember, when it enters the battlefield, destroy a permanent. When it's put in the graveyard from the battlefield, return it to your hand. Do we have a way to sacrifice it?
Not currently. I'm sure there is in the cube somewhere.
We would need more than one. We could take Honden of Seeing Winds and see if the other Honden
see if that opens up. That's really tempting to play that because we're already got the creature base for that.
Do you think that Honden of Seeing Winds is better than Primeval Bounty?
No, definitely not.
I think it might be.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to hope we get the other Honden.
I think it's better than Honden of Seeing Winds usually.
Arkesha's pretty decently costed, but not really what we want. I think the Unhallowed. Machias the Unhallowed.
The triple black's too hard. I'm looking at Search for Tomorrow, Mired Landscape. That does ramp us.
I don't know what that one does. So.
It gets 2 basics at the same time.
Okay. And they come into play tapped?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Search for Tomorrow is also in this pack.
Yeah, let's try Mired Landscape.
Okay.
I like the idea of my lands ramping me. That's catch and release. That's cute.
I don't know what catch and release does.
It's not what we quite want.
Oblivion Stone is okay. Duress is okay.
I'm looking at Oblivion Stone, Duress.
What is this one?
It's either
counter target non-creature, counter target non-black creature.
I kind of like that. It's not a catch-all, but it's an answer either way you need it.
That's true. Let's see. Definitely want the Signet here.
We could take Toxic Deluge. We could take Chroma's Memorial.
So Toxic Deluge is really good. I would like that Signet, but oh well.
A Chroma's Memorial basically means that all of our creatures have to be answered.
They all pretty much do anyway, so they'll be harder to answer. Hopefully one of those two things will come back around.
So I like Staff of Nim. I like Windswept Hearth. And
that's Heath. But
Heath. And I'm kind of okay on Hull Breach. So those are the 3 I would put here. Now, do we want another thing that they have to answer that gets us more card advantage? Do we want to get the Heath, which gets us a Taiga and any other lands we get for fetch lands? Essentially, we'll have 2 grasslands things, which will let us splash white. Or do we want another draw effect? We already have a couple. I think I'd rather have the option to go white if we wanted and have really secure green-based mana fixing.
We don't seem to have a coherent deck yet, though. That's unfortunate.
Alright, so we can take Esper Charm now that we have 2 white sources. We can take Golgari Rot Farm to kind of...
What is Tomorrow? Anafense is familiar with
if we would draw a card, look at the top 3, put 1 into your hand, put the other 2 on the bottom.
That actually seems like the best, but might be too late for that one.
I don't think we should have so many 6 drops. I think I want to take Esper Charm just in case we play it, it'll be a great answer.
I think Oblation's probably the best thing.
Well, we don't have to run white. We could take Urza's Rage, because we definitely are going to run red. Would you rather have Urza's Rage or Oblation?
Yeah, let's go with Urza's Rage.
Whenever you activate an artifact ability... Yeah, you're definitely right there.
And copy... Well, so that goes really well with our Assault Monolith.
And no, that's a mana ability.
Oh, it's not. It can't be a mana ability.
Oh no, you can pay 3 to untap it, and it doubles it, and you can tap it for double. Anyway, you're definitely right on the melody though.
Yeah, I would take that.
We can take the spine. We can take the spine. Kazul. Those are the 2 I would consider. Kazul makes chump blockers unless your opponent plays 3. The spine lets you kill stuff, and if we have a way to sacrifice it, we can kill everything.
We don't have a way to sacrifice it, but Kazul seems pretty good.
Well, it's too late. We didn't click quick enough. Let's go ahead and take Tithe. We're not taking Berserkers on the slot.
Yeah.
Move that to our sideboard. Okay.
I would take the creature because we're not going to play Momentous Fall. We don't want to give that creature to somebody.
All right, we're not
Now,
playing.
we might play this if we have to.
If we have to, we'll side it in as a 2/3 blocker. Yisun does
We've
not have.
only got 6 creatures. I don't like having this few creatures.
Well,
and we don't have any ramp except for the 1 land, so we need to look for a ramp.
So here we go. Things I'm considering: Overgrown Tomb because it fixes us very well. It counts as multiple things. Sidisu probably will, or Shieldred, or Path, or Temple. Those are the 4 cards I like.
I think Shieldred's the best because if we blend it, we might just win the game. Yeah, I think that's the best. We definitely want those lands and stuff to wheel.
Okay, well, the lands haven't been really coming back around much, so we might be passing on our opportunity for the Overgrown Tomb. The thing that's nice about Overgrown Tomb is that Windswept Heath and Grasslands fix for green-black that way. So it's a big plus, but I do think that Shieldred is good enough that if it...
Yeah, if it sticks, we're going to win.
So I'm okay picking it. Another problem with Shieldred is it just has to... If their opponent's tapped out, they have to sack a creature. Like
at least one, yeah.
It's usually at least a 1-for-1, and if they don't answer it, they can often get into situations where they just can't win.
Yeah. As far as Swamp Walk, I don't think that really matters in this format. Like, we might get it, but
I think
it doesn't hinge on that.
Hello, +2 happiness. I mean, most decks are
super strong.
Are picking a lot of colors, so it makes it more likely.
Oh,
all right,
wow,
let's look at Grinzo here.
Savant.
When it enters the battlefield, X1/1 counters, put the bottom card of your library into your graveyard. If it's a creature with power less than equal, put it into the battlefield. So this lets us get creatures for free.
We don't have very many, though.
Yeah, that's true. Do we have something better to pick? We could take the Obelisk. It ramps us.
Permanent.
I think I'm on the ramps. I'm on the
summit.
Well, we could take Traumacratus. It can't be answered except for with instant speed removal, and it is an 8/8.
Yeah, if we get to it, that's going to be the best card.
We can do.
The only thing is we don't seem to have any removal. Like, we've got, 2 pieces of removal, and one of them's Urza's Rage?
Well,
we're not going to get to our creatures is the problem.
We could take Unstable Obelisk, which kills something late and ramps us early. So I think it's between Dragon Soul, Summit, Obelisk, and Traumacratus.
Let's go with Obelisk. We need some ramp. Well, there was 2 good artifact pieces right in a row.
So there's Tezzeret.
It's unfortunate.
Actually, I think I'm going to take Tropical Island. I mean, Tezzeret is nice and all, but I don't think the rest of these cards are as good. And Tropical Island means that our green-white sources get blue. So that means that our green-white sources will get red and blue.
I'm still a little worried about us only having 3 or 7 creatures. And 1 way to go get creatures. And we don't have very much removal either, and none of this is removal, right?
Let's see. Cyclonic Glyph, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, but one of them's real late.
6, 7, 8.
Our creatures are really good once we get them down.
We have 8 pieces of removal.
Some of them just bounce, though.
One of them just bounces.
Miri is going to stop a lot of stuff.
Why?
Oh, the first strike.
A lot of stuff with 3 toughness?
A lot of early stuff, but because that's all I'm worried about, stopping early stuff. Terminate is the best card, no doubt.
We can take Terminate. We can also take Mountain Valley.
I think Terminate's just better.
All right. We
can also really hope...
We could take Temur Ascendancy. I think that affects all of our creatures except for 1. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never mind. That's not good. Yeah, let's definitely take
Definitely terminate.
Terminate. If something wheels here, I would actually like a hollowed fountain to open up white even more. White. We
That would be
can.
nice. Now,
We can already splash
Panoptic
white.
Mirror is not bad either. We've got enough spells that putting any of them on a Panoptic Mirror.
I don't like to be so all in on things that are just gonna kill
I
me.
think the Signet or the Widen. Is that a Widen? Is that how you say that?
Just a
Pithing Needle's not bad either. Repeal's not bad.
Pithing Needle's a lot worse because there's not
I
planeswalkers.
really wish we could play Raya Dawnbringer, but I just don't think that's happening.
We can't, and Pithing Needle's much worse because there's not. I mean, it's good against artifacts, but there's no
Oh,
planeswalkers.
what about the Hirobi? That seems pretty good. Now, we don't have a continuous way of targeting anything,
No,
but it might come around still. I think we should take the Signet.
that's where I was at.
Let's see.
So there's Lorthos, Calciform Pulls,
I don't know what Lorthros does.
and Tess.
Is that the one that taps down a bunch of permanents that we dive
Yes.
to?
If it attacks once, you're gonna win the game. That's what it does.
Yep, that's pretty good.
You'd like another finisher?
I mean, Tessa's also good. She's one less mana. I don't know if that matters.
I'd just rather have this guy.
There's Radiant Purge as well. Let's see here.
Alright, so what do we have for finishers? We've got quite a few, actually.
Is the
Terrarion is probably
that
what I want.
fixes the mana
Yeah, I don't
and
think
draws
draws
you a card, right?
We could take Skullbriar. It's dead late. It's a good blocker.
Trading Post is not bad either, but we can't use very many of the modes. Wait, pay one life, put a goat into play?
Works pretty well. Spine of Isha.
Oh, look, we found it.
Let's try it out.
I mean, if it ever gets going.
We'll win most games it gets going. Verdict Confluence. Or
yeah,
Swiftfoot Boots.
I really like Verdict Confluence.
Let's see. Yeah, I just rather have Verdict Confluence. It's better in more situations.
Well, not to mention it might get pieces of our janky combos back. I like Garrison, too, if it comes back around. Just because it counts as 2 lands, basically.
Alright, there's Temple.
Yeah, we definitely take the Temple here.
So we need a black-green.
Now, Tormenting Voice might be good, too.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Temple's better, but...
Could take the Slag Heap. I'd rather take the Temple. It'll be really good if we end up playing white or splashing white in matches. Okay, we can go ahead and take the guy now. And have all the big guys.
I mean, I guess we're playing it. I was going to discuss it for a little while longer, but...
Okay, let's go ahead and take the white Confluence if we play it, or we could take Chromat.
If you think we're going to be able to easily play Chromat, then yes. If we have enough fixing for Chromat, then that is a 5/5 for 5 with a ton of abilities.
Alright, so you said you wanted Miri for the fast deck?
So, I'm thinking that's better than the rest of the cards, but the Ascendancy... I mean,
Yeah,
creatures we
1,
control have haste does matter.
2, 3... We only have 4 cards that are good on the Amir. That's not very many.
Alright, so just add that to our sideboard.
Do you want to take Vanish in the Memory that we can play? Or do we want to take Raya Dawnbringer that we will...
Will not play.
Alright.
So, definitely the land.
Yeah.
Wow, we actually got that. That's pretty awesome.
I don't think it's that good.
We might play it, is the weird thing.
We only have 4 cards that are multicolored creatures. A lot of legendary creatures are multicolored.
Oh, is that a different card than what I thought it was?
Oh, that's it? That's all of the packs?
That was it, yeah, that's not good.
Okay.
So right now, if we take out the lands, how many cards do we have?
Okay, so we can run white. Ah!
I think we have to run white.
So then let's bring in Esper Charm. and
So, we need what? 23 cards?
Yeah, so we don't have to run white.
We
can-
don't have to run white. So let's see what it looks like without white.
We'll lose Esper Charm and Chromat, which I do not mind.
And that's it.
Let's sort by converted mana cost. Okay, so these are big drops here. We've got 3 huge ones here. I don't know if we have to start with our Iose. That said, he doesn't kill any of our stuff that matters.
Does he kill any of our stuff? The Nath. He kills the Nath. I mean, I like the deck. which is saying something.
We don't have to run Worldly Confluence. It does let us get our things, but are any of our win conditions important? This makes the 10th creature and lets us get any creature we want.
That's probably worth it. So we just need to cut 2 cards, right? I don't think any of our low drops are worth cutting. So let's look at just things 6 or greater, or 5 or greater.
Can we cut red?
We've got 1, 2, 3,
See, we don't need
4 red cards.
We don't need that to cut red. We could cut some of the red cards. So we could cut like Ryusei.
I mean, that is the weakest of our creatures. Now, we might also think about cutting the 8-drop. The only problem is the 8-drop will win us the game instantly.
Right.
Oh, if it lives. Has to live and attack.
Basalt Monolith will help with that a lot if we can get to it.
Yeah. I wish we could have gotten a couple more signets. I didn't think they would go so fast. People have caught on to these signets. We were taking them late. I guess all other drafts we've had.
So we could either cut... I think we should cut one of the worst bombs. All of our bombs actually do quite a bit of work.
So the 8/8 that everything has to block it.
It has hexproof, unless it's attacking or blocking.
Oh.
And then Lorthos has to be killed.
There's plenty of instant speed removal, though.
Not that much. We didn't pass up any except for the Path to Exile.
Yeah, that is all we did. Oh, well, there was one other one that we passed.
Okay, so we passed 2 pieces. That's what I'm saying. There's not that much in the queue. There are wraths and stuff, but...
Well, rats will kill anything, though.
So,
what about Verdict Confluence? Because that is not a creature and is very expensive. Now, I like the card.
I like it.
But we do need to cut 1 card.
I think we need to cut 2 cards. I think I'm on cutting Worldly Tutor, because they're basically just tutoring for expensive cards, and they're all roughly the same.
That's true. One versus the other does not really matter to us.
If we need more creatures, we can always sideboard out some of the more expensive cards and bring in more less expensive creatures.
Alright. So we need to cut 1 more, you think?
No, 17 lands might be... let's look at the mana base.
It's hard to tell.
Alright, so this gives us all of our colors.
So, one thing I don't like about all the stuff we have here is that we didn't manage to take any green ramp like we usually get. We usually get a couple pieces of it.
Someone else is in the deck.
So you don't think Temple of Silence is worth taking?
Do we have any white cards?
No, but it is a
Scry Black
land.
It's true. This is a slower format. That's a good point. Okay, so we've got right here. So we need to count the colors we want. I think we're mostly blue-black with a little bit of red. I think that's an argument for cutting something like Glissa or whatever. But I think we have enough green fixing that it's okay. So let's count our green to see how much green fixing we really have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's actually really good. Not to mention the landscape can go get double green, right?
Yes. Okay, and then we need to get 2 of each basic land, I think, for the mirrored landscape. So we need 2 of each basic land, right?
I believe you're right.
Because then we can fetch any lands off of it. Now, if we do that...
anything but... Well, if we do that, that's perfect, right? No, that's too many. No, that's perfect.
It's
because we don't need any planes.
But then our mana base might be wrong, so I might
have
to
cut it. Pretty wrong, actually.
So we can actually cut red
Wait,
out of
so the mirrored landscape, does it only get basics?
2 of the same basic.
Okay, so as long as we have 2 of 2 different basics, we're probably fine.
I think we should do all of them except for red. We don't need double red, and our red sources include...
a lot of those.
1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 red sources for 3 red cards.
Alright, so we want 2 forests, 3 islands, and one red and two swamps.
I don't think we need any red.
You don't need any basic lands that are red?
Why?
Well, you have a fetch land that'll get it, right?
No.
No. So these new arts or whatever, I don't know them by looking at them.
Right. So let's count the black sources, see how many black sources we need.
So do we have any way to fetch for a red source other than the landscape?
We have grasslands and Windswept Heath. They both fetch Taiga.
Okay.
Which is why I wanted to get the black-green land. We actually have to play mostly black lands because We can get black, green. We can get red, blue, or green off of our 2 fetch lands, but we cannot get black, which is why I want to take the Overgrown. But we definitely should have taken Seal Orchard. So,
Yep.
let's add our basic lands. We do not want any red sources. I think we are up a black source. Actually, I have to count again. How many green sources do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green sources.
Which is saying something because we only have, 5 green symbols?
Well, one of them's double green.
2 of them are double green,
Yeah.
actually.
So add basic lands. Let's go down to 2.
Down to 0, up to 3, and up to 3? Is that the correct amount? That is the correct amount.
I think it's up 4 because we have multiple ways to get blue too.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Make sure my math's right here.
I'm just a little worried about not drawing any blue, but
So we
need
have
triple
1,
blue.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sources of blue, and we don't need triple blue until very late. And then 8 if you include our signet.
The colors are really bad.
Yes, they are. Our mana is very bad, but I think this is the correct setting because this gives us early access to black, which we need for
We actually have 2 sources of white. We're not even playing white.
3, 4,
So that's impressive.
5. Okay, how many black sources do we have actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's what we have to run. We only have 5 sources of black. That's what it is.
It's rough.
It is. This is some bad mana. This is why I wanted to take the mana higher. I know that we didn't have many cards, but I think that at this point you're just usually playing 5-colored stuff. We're 4 colors, which is fine. Plus 2 happiness. I think that this deck is actually just playing some amount of ramp, some amount of control, and then multiple threats.
Yeah,
Things
it's not
I
a
do-
very focused deck. We've
things
had
that-
more focused decks.
The other
in the
two we
past.
have. The things I like about this is that we have Basalt Monolith, which I think is very good. We have Crystal Ball, which is good late. We have Unstable Obelisk, which is good at destroying things. We have Trading Post, which is good at buying time and happens to combo with Spine. We have Spine, which is a powerful card on its own. It also means our opponent can't play mass artifact destruction without losing another card. And we have good finishers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 must answer or hard to answer cards, and then Tassiger, Ansurok, and Nath.
I think we're gonna take a lot of damage before we really better make that Toxic Deluge do work. 'Cause
Well, we have Cyclonic Rift, Terminate, Rage, Deluge, Glissa. Those 5 cards are good early. And our opponents are not likely to play that many early spells. If they do, post board, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this is our against Aggro
so
decks.
we might want to try to work Chromat in just because he's so good. I don't know what we'd take out.
I don't think he's that good.
You don't think he's that good? Alright.
Not in this format, right? Well, I mean, which one of these abilities? Regenerate's good.
I guess Regenerate or
Destroying
Flying?
a creature. Yeah, but
destroying a creature blocked by him makes him unblockable, basically.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but you have to have the mana to do that. He's a very bad card when you have other expensive things. He's a really good card when you have a lot of mana.
That's true.
But I feel like
Yeah,
with
I
Chromat,
think we should have tried to focus a little bit down. Next time we'll take the Signets higher, I believe.
we'll see if our opponents are running a lot of artifact destruction. That might not necessarily be true.
We won't see it though, really.
One of the things I don't like about this set is it's hard to tell if you did your draft right because everyone's deck is basically the same.
That's a good point.
You can't tell if you were. Let's see. Maybe this was very close to the perfect deck we were supposed to. Maybe it was way off. We were supposed to, but I didn't see powerful cards we were passing. Yeah, I'm keeping this.
That's a really good hand.
Yeah, it is. You know what makes it a really good hand? Basalt
Lands
Monolith.
and Basalt Monolith.
That's
I
right.
don't see how you can complain.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and drop our Bivouac.
Tat plan, basically.
Tap land. Basalt Monolith. Hope we draw something. If we don't draw anything else, then I'll just spine their best land. I hope it's a bounce land.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's a good card.
So there are, in the format, ways to do that.
Couple, not many. There's Legacy Weapon. There's Spine.
Does that thing tap for mana? The grasslands?
No. I'm just gonna sacrifice it to get red or blue. Probably blue. We'll have 3 sources of blue then.
Wow.
Okay.
So Search the library for forest plays or put it in the battlefield.
Do we want another blue source? That'll put us at 3 blue sources, or we can get Taiga and not get blown out to other stuff.
Taiga makes red, right?
Yeah.
We need red.
We have red.
We have red?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take the island. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and drop our mountain. And we'll go ahead and play Basalt Monolith. And put on our opponent to answer that.
And so next turn, the Dragon Claw's coming down, or the Spine is coming down. Either one, right?
1, 2,
Now
3,
does
4, 5, 6, 7.
it destroys a permanent, right? But she's gonna have a counter on her.
That's fine. We'll make the decision then, depending on what they play. But we can play the Spine to answer something we have to, or we can just play the Surrak and block into that.
I think the Surrak is the best play.
It probably is. It just depends on what our opponent plays here.
Is that
was a bad play. They should have saved it. Yep.
Blue permanents?
Oh, we can't play our blue cards. Never mind.
Oh. Well, I guess the Spine answers that then.
Good. We could play something else.
What else do we have to play?
Yeah, we should probably just Spine that.
We don't have anything else.
It's rough. I really didn't want to use the Spine on some 2-3. But things are going to get real bad if we don't start answering their permanents. And then I think we can still play the Surrak next turn. We have...
Yeah.
Yeah. So we won't really be down cards.
No, we're just down
we're
4 more life.
Well, we're down cards in that we don't have any lands.
What do you mean?
I mean, all of our cards are lands.
Oh, well, I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. I've stopped complaining about it. We've drawn, what, nothing but lands?
We drew 1 spell. Oh, it's Niv Mizzet.
What did we draw?
We drew Dragonclaw.
Oh, okay.
We can play far away.
So we far the
Marasha.
Mirage and away the Niv-Mizzet?
Yeah, let's do that. So return to its owner's hand. Choose a player. Black, blue, color, color, color.
Oh. Yep. Fusion Ha.
Alright, so we answered Niv Mizzet.
That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Now we just need to get a couple more cards going and we'll be fine. And remember, we have a lot of cards that they have to answer. We're getting to the point where our deck starts really picking up steam. We have card draw
there for a little while.
And our opponent only has 3 cards. One is Marasha. Some are probably lands.
Hopefully at least one.
Well, yeah. I mean... Looks like they're replaying... Oh. Sure.
Haste. Doesn't really matter. Right?
No. They're going to play Marasha next turn and we're going to block it and they'll go back to their hand. Okay.
No, it'll come back into play without a counter.
Ah, okay. Well, they can unleash it.
And then they'll put a counter back on it?
Yeah.
That's real rough.
It's cool. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess we just play Calciform Pools and pass. And then Surrak will hold back these cards, but we'll be forced to block.
Well, we'll block. It'll come back into play with another counter on it. And then we'll hopefully draw something. That'd be great.
Well, good news, they didn't play that. So let's try.
I don't know why they wouldn't have played that first.
They might have something better to
They
play.
must have messed up.
They probably have something better to play. We're not playing around Surrak. Or they might not have known the interaction. Or they might have a counterspell.
Doesn't matter. Can't be countered.
Yeah, but you don't think
removal spell. It can be removed.
You don't think specifically about Surrak when you comes to blocks. I would here because I think he's a very good card in this format. Here we go. Our opponent has a block something. No, maybe not. It's F6. There's not anything we can do. Destroyed. Oh, they cycled. So yeah.
Oh, trying to find something.
They did not.
Marquesha.
That's what it looks like.
They're feeling real bad about that, I'm sure.
It's rough. I mean, I do like Marquesha with...
I mean, that would have been a really good combo.
If they thought about it. Sometimes people miss these things. I mean,
So
So we play Hero's Blade,
We
equip
don't
it.
really have a choice, so yes. You could also,
We can also just make a bunch of mana this turn.
well, so you can play Hero's Blade and then untap your Basalt Monolith. You don't even have to equip it. Right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can play Myriad Landscape and get 2 islands and thin out some more.
Okay. That's
We
fine.
don't have 2 islands though, do we? We have exactly 2 islands
We have exactly 2, yes. Do we have any targets for that?
that are doubles anymore. I don't think so.
Oh, okay, well, whatever. Play Hero's Blade. And then don't F6 so you can untap the Basalt Monolith next turn. Or you can go ahead and click that. I don't
We can equip
really
it.
think it matters. You're not going to attack, so...
Do we win the race attacking for 9 to the 3?
They might have a Haste Screecher and just kill us.
That's unlikely.
There's plenty of them.
How many are there? Really? I think that's one of the only ones. What are we waiting on?
There's more than a few, I think.
Okay. If we're waiting for our stuff, then that's fine.
I mean, getting a second creature means we win, right? Because
That's
it'll come into play equipped.
Well, yeah, and then we'll attack next turn. I mean, it's fine. If we don't have a reason not to be attacking, we should be attacking. But we do have a lot of strong cards. We just don't know what our opponent's cards do, and I think that we're in a better position here.
Okay, so you think we should have gone ahead and attacked and went down to 5?
I think it was close. But I do not mind this plan. Which is why I'm also open to doing it. Because we have a lot of powerful cards.
Yep. Do we have anything with haste? I don't think we do.
That's a good card
That's
to get.
pretty good. So now,
Yep.
you can freely attack. So we can fail to find on 1, right?
Yeah.
We have triple blue, we have double green, so it doesn't matter what we get. Oh wait, we don't have double black. You have to get a black. Oh, we do have double black. Oh, cool. Didn't know we had 2 left. Can we Cyclonic Rift right now?
We can't. We have 2 mana.
No, I'm. Do we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Yeah, we have enough to overload it as well.
So you just want to do a regular attack.
So do a regular attack, and then if something crazy happens, we just rift everything back to their hand.
Okay.
Because at this point we have total protection.
Except for burn spells, but yeah.
How many burn spells are in the set?
Not many.
We've got Urza's Rage. I don't know of any other ones. Oh, Duress. Cast with Overload? You want with Overload? If you don't
No.
cast it, you're not going to get to cast it.
Yeah, let's just cast it regularly.
Oh, okay.
There's no reason to cast it with Overload, and I'd rather have my Basalt Monolith untapped.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't really care about their Izzet Signet. It might matter, but it's unlikely.
Let's just keep drawing lands. That'll definitely have us win.
I don't think our opponent has anything.
Well, they would have played it then.
Mm-hmm. So if we swing for 9 and they take it, then they'll have a 4/4, and they'll be at 5.
Well, they'll have a 4/4 that can block forever, too. So it doesn't trample or anything, right?
Nope.
No, it can block twice, actually. Not. So I do think you should swing. They will take it. And then if we draw Urza's Rage, they're dead.
Okay.
Also, basically any other creature. I would have taken it.
Not sure if that was right or not, but
Well, because they're about to get the... Oh, wait, they can't attack. If they attack, we kill them on the backswing.
yeah.
So unless they draw a creature right now. Which they did not, obviously.
So now we'll attack again.
And they have to block. Or, no, they just have to die.
We're going to terminate this. We're going to put them on removal. All right. So it turns out terrible beatdown wins. All right. So I'm not sure. Our opponent didn't play that many beatdown cards. Like, they were beating us down.
But
But
that's all because we didn't play a creature.
yeah, they just had 2 guys.
We could put Pariah in because we have enough to support it. But what are we taking out?
I don't
meh.
think Pariah is better than any of these cards.
Yeah. I hope we get Crystal Ball so we can really see it shine.
Okay. Alright, so...
That seems
good.
okay because we have the Winsip Teeth.
yeah, we'll just start with our...
Scryland?
I'll start with the Winsip Heath and get blue... Green. No, I'll start with the...
I would start with Scryland.
That's a good card right there. If I was them, I would take Spite and Malice.
I would take Sheldred.
With the Duress?
Yeah, they took Terminate.
Yeah, I guess they're really aggressive.
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, let's
Oh wait,
start...
they can't take Sheldred.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Temple.
I think Temple's correct.
Then do we want lands?
I think we do want lands. I think we keep that on top.
So Temple into Temple.
I think I would have pushed basically anything but a really good removal spell or a land.
I think you're right.
Because we already have the creatures.
Alright, so then this is getting us green and another color, likely blue.
Now, do we want to go ahead and play the other Scry land and hope for another land?
Yeah,
And then we'll worry about what we have.
we want to play our Scry lands early as... Ooh. That's a risky keep in after you've seen a spine, too.
I hope we get to punish them for that. Alright, so...
Just F6.
I think we keep that, right?
Yeah, we just need lands.
Alright, so next turn we play...
Windswept Heath, we get our tropical island. Now, we can also just, like, slow roll on this and see if we draw one of the other ones. Because if we get tropical island, we can play Taiga and have all of our colors of mana.
I believe it is correct to just keep playing the basics.
Okay, so...
Because next turn, if we wanted, we could play...
next turn, we're going to
the
play
Windswept.
Windswept. So that we have Spite Malice open.
That's... Oh, okay, that's fine. No, that's not the Fuse one.
No, it's counter black. Yeah, no, it'd be a really good split fuse card. Pricey, but good. Okay, so we can't kill that. But let's go ahead and play this and pass on our turn.
Well, after one turn, it doesn't matter. Right? Because we have Nath. And as long as they don't have a removal spell. Oh, they'll just tap it. They'll have enough mana to tap it.
Yeah, they'll be tapping out every turn to tap our cards, though. So I'm okay.
But then we'll have 1/1s after that, and then they won't be able to keep going. So. Oh, if they attack... Stop. Sack the land.
Why?
You have 6. The throne doesn't trigger if you're 1 point below them. You have 6 when you shouldn't have. It's too late. It's already triggered. It might be able to fizzle.
I think it fizzles. I think the throne checks. Nope, I was wrong.
No.
Good point. I didn't know that. I'm not familiar with the throne. That was really...
Yeah, sorry. I didn't know you have 6, or I'd have told you sooner. I thought you were thinking that.
No, I'm not familiar with the throne.
Oh, okay. I play a lot of commanders, so... more specifically, I have that commander.
You want to counter that? I want to counter that.
Okay.
Our opponent knows we have spells, but there's no reason not to tap out that. So yeah, that's weird because usually things go on the stack and then they check for resolution, but that ability is different.
So had you not F6 or F2 or whatever, then you could have completely negated that trigger. So they probably don't have enough mana to do anything about this, and so we'll get a 1/1.
And they lose a card. Now, as part of the reason I want to counter the Siren and Blood is it makes them less likely to have an answer to this. Nope, looks like they do.
They're just tapping it, aren't they?
No, they gained 1 life.
Oh, might as well.
Alright, so next turn we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can either play Verdant Confluence and get back a land. Let's go ahead and block this.
But where's our 1/1?
It's our upkeep.
It's our upkeep. Just take it. Don't block it. It'll just come back.
Yeah. Yeah, and we don't have 2 more things to get with Verdant Confluence.
Well, we have lands to get.
We have a land to get. Okay.
What do they cast?
They cast Turn and Burn to kill it.
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now I don't mind playing Verdant Confluence
And
to
get
get...
Nath and the Windswept Peak?
Yes,
And
just
one more land out of the library?
because then we can play Sheldred next turn.
Seems legit. Now, why not get 2 lands out of the library that are basics?
That's a better point. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yes. Alright, so we'll have some big spells to play next turn.
Alright, so we want 2 basic islands, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we have double green. We want 2 basic islands.
Alright, so we go down to 7. We play Sheoldred. Our opponent either answers it.
And wins, basically.
No, then if they answer it, we play Hero's Blade of Nath. And they have another 2 cards to answer.
We play, yes. Play Hero's Blade first, obviously.
Yep.
Okay. Impulse. So with 3 mana, there are not many things they can have. Hero's Downfall is what I'd put them on now. If they've got the best possible card, it's Hero's Downfall.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be the only thing. So as long as they don't tap out right here, they might destroy us.
No, they don't even win. Like, they have to kill. Well, they won't play another. They have to have 2 removal spells in a row.
Yeah, but specifically to kill Shoulder, because Shoulder wins by itself.
Yes.
Even though we can reanimate absolutely nothing.
That's fine. Alright, let's put our opponent on it.
Yeah.
Another option, we could play... Oh, we have an extra mana.
Yeah, I mean,
that
that
don't
doesn't matter.
Well, we could have played Nath Englis. We don't have enough green, do we? 1, 2. No, we don't.
Alright, they either have it or they don't. They do not.
Oh.
Maybe they do. We don't know.
Oh, they probably would have played it. I don't know what they're thinking about. I mean, the good news for them is Mirage just comes back. Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay,
They tapped it, which doesn't...
Their thing has summoning sickness,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. Oh, they might play the other thing with haste, but
And that would kill us.
wouldn't kill us.
The creatures 1/1 counters have haste. Why didn't that come back?
They must have chosen not to get it back.
Next in step.
Oh, okay. What's that one? That does have haste. All our creatures come into play
Tapped.
tapped.
We've got 1 turn to draw an answer.
Oh, we already have the answers in our hand, right?
No. What answers? They come into play tapped.
But we already have a... Oh.
They're going to tap our creature with Staff of Domination.
Oh. Then we lost, right?
I think so. Put our opponent through the motions, but I do believe we did.
We won the first one, though, so...
Yeah.
Man. They have a beatdown deck, but... You should have played them in the opposite order, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I should have. Okay, let's see what our opponent does. We're actually just dead to anything right here. What?
Yeah, we're dead. They still have to sack a creature, but it doesn't matter.
We're just hoping they forget to not tap down our guy, which they probably won't forget.
I don't think they could possibly forget that.
They might misclick. I don't know. I've done that before. They're not misclicking. They're here to win.
Yep. Alright. They got it.
Yep.
Let them kill us.
Death by Urbrask. Okay.
I don't think we can do any better.
Yeah, the creatures they're playing are not tiny creatures. Pulling in our small creatures won't help.
Nope. Alright. Let's go.
I could consider bringing in Rause, though.
What would we take out? Confluence? Because it's so much green.
I haven't had a problem casting that. We could take out Tasigur.
I think Tasker's a bomb. An absolute bomb.
We could take out one of the really, really expensive cards. Like Lorthos.
I would take out Lorthos. He does win, but he costs a lot.
I think that will give us another blocker, and it's one we can sacrifice ourselves to control whether it lives or dies.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm still happy with our mana base.
The Cursed or whatever is pretty good too. But, oh well.
Against Mirashai.
It's almost the only creature they played.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I mean, they got pretty good with having Mirashai. And us missing that trigger really did hurt.
it would have been the difference in the game, actually.
Yes.
It would. I mean, that one trigger. I thought you knew that, or I'd have said something sooner.
Yeah. Well, won't miss it again. The Throne. Weird ability. And the really weird part is that from a design's perspective, they usually don't do that. They almost all abilities check twice. And that one did not.
Was that it? Did we actually lose the first one? No, we are 1-1. Okay. Yes, we'd like to play first. And we
It's
got
fine.
the mana to terminate.
Sure. And we're 1 mana away from Deluge.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Alright.
Yeah. We have Deluge and Terminate and Heroes.
So we'll probably just want to play Heroes Blade second turn because we're not going to want to terminate. They've never played a 3-drop, so. Really hope we draw lands.
Yeah.
I mean, if we don't, we just lose.
We have time. So we've got a Terminate and a Deluge open. We no longer have a Terminate. Or is it the Deluge? I think I would take the Terminate.
I'm going to take the Deluge.
We'll see what our opponent goes with. This Duress for them has been doing work. They got Duress all 3 games.
They took what you thought.
Yeah. Oh, wow, they're planning to kill us quickly.
Play the Windswept Teeth and don't.
Well, we have 6 on this turn, and the next turn
Yeah, so from now on.
we crack it for a blue-green source.
Yeah.
We'll do that now. All right, good news.
2 more lands, more business.
We have a counter spell to most of their stuff.
Is it creature?
They can have that. Non-creature spell or kill a non-black spell.
Non-black creature? Right?
Non-black creature, non-black or non-creature spell.
Okay.
So, hopefully drawing more lands.
It's really all we want.
Pretty much. Hopefully it's one of the lands that can make it more than 1 land. The Myriad Battlefield or whatever would be really nice. But if we can get to our IUC, we're probably in a decent spot.
They missed some land drops. Trading post. Or do we want to wait and counter a creature?
I think I'd rather have a counterspell up. We'll play Trading Post. Well, let's see.
Sacrifice a creature and what do we do? Draw a card? Oh, transfer
Yeah.
one from graveyard to play.
Let's go ahead and wait. I don't mind waiting because our hand's better as we wait. If we can answer anything they play, then they're not really doing anything.
Wow.
They're just sculpting their hand, which I'm fine with.
I definitely like their deck better than ours.
Their deck, I feel like, gets blocked by the deck that's just a little bit bigger, and I feel
Just
like a lot of
ours.
Okay, so our opponent, they're just really waiting for anything. Okay, so with Cyclonic Rift, I feel comfortable playing stuff now. And now we can use mana and life at the end of each turn to make creatures, and then we don't have artifacts to get back right now, but we can use artifacts to get that. So we can turn life and other stuff. Okay. Oh, they're drawing 2 cards. That's powerful.
Weird.
Well, the drawing 2 cards is a big deal.
I mean, they really wrecked us with that, but...
Yeah, counter target spell, draw 2 cards is a really good card. Now we need to really draw some stuff.
We needed lands for like the last 4 turns. They keep hitting theirs.
Well, they've been drawing more cards than us. It's interesting they're playing beatdown cards with Chromatic Sphere.
It's just mana fixing.
Yeah, and like the Signet and stuff. I mean, they've got seven.
So they were doing the exact same thing we were, just waiting to counter a spell. We absolutely nothing to play.
Nope. The nice part is if we were able to get Trading Post down.
Don't have to.
Why?
Because they're playing spells.
F2's fine. Let's go and counter
Okay.
that.
Oh, okay.
Spite? Staff's a card into the card that I'm willing to counter. It'll provide quite a bit of advantage as the game goes on. Now my opponent does have an opportunity to get stuff down here. I'm worried about that. But yeah, Trading Post will let us turn our life into cards, basically, over time, which would be a big deal. I like Sign of Blood a lot with Marashi. Like getting your dethrone active easier. Man, we just can't get a card to save our life, can we?
Can't get mana. 17 in the deck.
And the Signet, you know, some more, but that's alright.
This is how we lose so often. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, we usually keep
I feel like we kick at least one game to this every time.
I do not care if they scrap our Hero's Blade. I mean, Hero's Blade is fine, but it's not.
We're about to have to start discarding pretty soon.
2 turns. Maybe our opponent's deck's really... Oh, gosh.
Wow.
We are really just hitting a bad streak here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Opponent has 7 lands. 8
One of
them.
them's
Is
a Canarian.
Oh, 9. So they have access to 9 mana. We have access to 4. I don't know what's in their hand, but they're really not taking advantage of the fact that we're just so far behind on mana. They could crush us if they just played spells.
Yep.
I mean, the
I
nice
guess
part
their
is we have,
first creature, we're gonna make them sack it, right?
I might Cyclonic Rift it if it costs enough just to buy us another turn.
That makes sense. Oh look. It doesn't really matter as long as one of those is untapped.
I would counter that if I was them, by the way.
Well, they probably don't have the counter spell.
It's true. There's not very many good ones. Okay, yeah. So they're just making more mana. I really don't know what the 5 cards in their hands are. Maybe they're just really, really land flooded.
Yeah, we're completely out of lands. For triple red.
Yeah, we'll rift that.
Would you like to rift it or just make them sack it?
I'd like to rift it because then I get another turn when they cast it again.
Oh, okay.
What?
Signets don't work that way. Just tap the blue.
I want to not lose to...
Okay.
Stop making my life hard. Game. Okay. I don't want to have to use the Signet, the Rift like this. It is a more powerful card, but just getting 2 turns out of Rift is a big deal. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here's where I'm at. We can play Ryusu the Falling Star.
Or the other guy.
Or we can pump the Calciform pools, play the Far, have them sacrifice their creature, and then next turn play Spine and kill their land or whatever. I like that play.
Or Shouldered.
Right.
How many creatures are in our graveyard? None?
Yeah.
Alright. So I like the just playing Ryusei plan.
If they have a removal spell, then we'll be down multiple creatures? Sure. Okay. Actually, I do like that more than I'm thinking about. Ah! Go. Can't. Cancel. Undo.
Now, hopefully we'll draw one more land and just naturally play the Shouldered.
Well, we can also play Silumgar if we want to continue to play things. And then we can attack with 2 dragons to give -2/-2 to stuff.
Alright, let's do that.
We do.
So basically, I want to wait till there are creatures in the graveyard to play Shouldered.
Right.
Or wait till they have a creature to play Shouldered. Because it'll just kill it.
Yeah. I was talking about just having extra mana. That far away play makes extra mana, but also just giving more time gives us more cards, and we are behind on cards. The good news is all of these cards are very powerful, and Toxic Deluge can create a situation where we can do 10 damage to all ground creatures.
That's pretty cool.
Which would kill our Sheoldred, but wouldn't kill our Silumgar. I think I'm actually going to play Silumgar before Sheoldred to make them answer these creatures, and then play Sheoldred to make them have an answer for it as well.
Yep.
The durability of our threats, I think, is the only real... golly. Discard 3 cards.
Discard 3, so Spine and...
Spine, Silumgar, Toxic Deluge.
Yeah, that seems fine. And they draw 3 cards, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, we're a giant underdog at this point.
So the only problem with that play is if we don't draw a land right now, we can't play anything.
We can play far and away under threat and pump this up to definitely drop Sheoldred.
Okay.
Actually, we don't have... Yeah, that play works. Oh.
Well, they unleashed it as well. Nice.
Yeah, it's their 1 haste creature.
Alright, so if we draw a land, we play... It doesn't matter, we didn't draw a land. So, do you want to away that right now?
No. I want to see if they play another card with a counter on it.
And then you'll far and away.
Oh. We should probably away it right now, because if they have a counter spell, I want to protect
I don't think they have another counter spell.
Alright, let's go for it.
Now, if they do, they just win, right? Pretty much?
No, we play Sheoldred next turn.
We don't have the mana.
We will.
Not if you far and away, right?
Oh, yeah. So I am just going to far. Or I'm just going to away then.
Depends on if they play another creature. Because if they play Markesha, you have to respond by away. Which is what you're going to do now.
Yep. Away.
That is right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Then we'll play Sheoldred. They'll have 1 turn to answer Sheoldred. If they do not, we get back Silumgar. And then we get back another creature. And put a storage counter on that. And 6. So 1, 2, 3,
Wait, 1 storage counter is not enough.
Nope.
2 storage counters. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully we'll draw a land.
Wow. Okay.
We're dead.
Now we're just dead, right?
Mm,
Urbrask was strong.
Yeah, I mean, they have so many mana. We just lose. What would save us? Nothing. We still die. Comes into play tapped.
Yep.
Just concede.
It's a rough one. There's not really much we could deal with that. They had a really nice kind of blue, black, red aggro control deck.
Yeah.
The last game we didn't hit mana, but I mean, I thought we were doing pretty well for how little mana we had and how many cards they drew. That was one thing I liked about the deck that we've had, is the impact of our cards is high. The problem is they cast way more cards than us, so it didn't matter.
I mean, we didn't draw any lands, so that's how we lose so often.
Well, we lost the, second game we drew lands?
We drew a ton of lands, but then we just played all our big stuff, so...
Yeah, they answered it.
Oh, so we actually lost both games to mana problems.
I don't know. The second game was...
I mean, we would have won the second game if that wasn't for that one trigger.
Probably.
So...
Maybe. We weren't going to win that next turn. I mean, they had things like Cruel Ultimatum in their deck. So, we would have been in a better position. They weren't dead that turn.
No, I mean...
We were behind that game. So
but we wouldn't have been as far behind if it only took one removal spell. Because that would have never come back, and it did come back the one time.
Yeah.
So we'd have probably won.
Well, I think we were behind that second game. I mean, if they just untapped and cast Cruel Ultimatum, we would have definitely lost.
Yes, but...
Or many other
that's
cards.
Pretty much... Yeah.
Like, we were in a position where we wouldn't have been dead that turn, but we couldn't attack.
Well, so they wouldn't have had another creature, too.
They would have had yeah, they would have had 1 creature and then would have gone down to another creature.
So...
If it had survived. But What ifs don't really do much here.
Nope. We'll just know not to do that again.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm surprised that Marisha did so much work. She was very good.
Yeah.
She doesn't... Because we passed up on her not thinking she was going to be that good. I don't think she would have been as good in our deck. But with them having Urobrass, Marisha, and a couple other 4-drops that are pretty good, like there was a lot of durability in the creatures.
All right. Let's go back. Should be about time for it to start.
Oh, wow. The mana problems, I think, are going to be more consistent. We have a buy.
How do you get a buy? Somebody dropped?
Yeah, I don't think that they understand how Swiss works, or they were just super salty.
Man.
All right.
All right. Well.
It's going to be a minute. About 40 of them.
Well, I suppose we can just turn the stream off and turn it back on.
No, let's go ahead and play some... Oh, I didn't show you the bad modern deck I made, did I? Let me show you my...
bad modern deck?
Let me show
Why
you
did you make a bad modern deck?
Because it's about 30 cents to make.
Oh, is this one of those woo brews or something?
No, this is a brew that everyone knew about from the moment it existed. But I'll show you guys it.
How is it 30 cents to make then?
It's a zombie hunt deck. People don't play it. It's zombie infestation and treasure hunt. So there's a little bit more play to the deck than it looks. We'll play a couple matches.
What's treasure hunt do?
It's from Zendikar. You reveal non-land cards. You reveal cards from your deck to get a non-land card. Put those in your hand. So basically, what's going on here?
Oh man!
Is you get a whole bunch of lands. You have a couple of reliquary towers to keep your hand size nice and full, and you pay turn 2. Usually play a treasure hunt or a zombie infestation, and then the next turn you play the other one, and you just unload all the cards out of your hand. It's super simple. The sideboard right now is just dispels. I haven't been picking the other cards for it. You can go in different directions. The tricky part about the deck is the more cards you add in, the worse the deck gets. So really, you can only make the mana base better. You can add fetches and different stuff like that to make your mana slightly better, but the amount of swamps and islands in it means that when you add dual land effects, it's not much better. Really, the only considerable card to even add are man lands, but it's not really sure if the math makes that much better either.
How did you do? Have you played this thing?
It's fine. Any deck that doesn't run counterspells usually loses. You lose to counterspells, and non-counterspells lose to you.
Huh.
It's actually a really
Well,
strong
let's play.
deck, but it's people don't like to play against it much. They got to construct it open play.
Yeah, just play a free game.
Oh, you're waiting games. Here, play with me. Let's join the game. We got Scooby-Doo here.
They're gonna drop after you play it.
They usually don't play a second match.
You're gonna play treasure hunt or whatever.
No, no one knows what the
drop.
heck's going on. You play your treasure hunt, and they're like, oh, okay, well, you have a lot of lands. And then the next turn you play the
So
zombie.
you draw a bunch of lands, you have to discard them all, right?
Sometimes.
Oh,
you
not
just-
this time.
You play Reliquary Tower.
They're gonna go. Oh, wait.
Oh, you know what else you lose to? Thoughtseize.
Play the island. Play the island first.
Sure.
Doesn't look like he's getting that Thoughtseize. Oh look, he's playing artifacts.
Yeah, you beat this deck.
So play the island because you don't want him to see it coming.
He doesn't know. You don't know it's coming off a Reliquary Tower.
Nobody plays that card except treasure hunt, right?
Reliquary Tower? Most people don't know that this deck even exists.
So-
I've known this deck existed
So
since it
I
came out.
cannot believe he played a Mimnat and nothing else. So he must be playing the
He's playing the Still Affinity version.
but nobody plays that.
It's a budget deck. This is a budget deck. He's running a Tranquil Cove. It's Battle of the Budgets. Oh, he might be playing a combo deck. I don't know, but
Your combo is more fun. It's gotta be.
he's dead in a turn or two.
So you could theoretically go into a bunch of lands and then another treasure hunt, right?
Yeah, that's more likely than getting the other one, which is fine. Or it's equally likely at this point, because I have 4 treasure hunts.
It's a little more likely to get the other one, but
No, there's an equal amount.
you clicked it, nothing happened.
Because I have 3 treasures left and 3 of the zombie hunts.
Oh, I thought you had 2. What did you get?
I don't know, I'll check. There we go.
You got the one you needed.
Sure,
So now you play a swamp, and then you
pass,
win.
and then turn I make like 10 zombies, and my opponent answers it or doesn't.
So all those cards entered the revealed zone, so he knows what's happening next, right?
They might see the cards, they don't usually pay attention. Also, he's running Silvermer, so this is probably a combo deck. There are combos
He's
that'll...
about to combo then.
Well,
But I don't know if his combo kills us.
he's got a turn to combo. If he can win next turn, he can win.
Alright, so swamp.
Okay. It's your turn, buddy. Usually you get someone that's like, what's that doing? And you start doing it, and they're like, oh, okay, well, you
Drop.
win. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't feel bad taking these tournaments or whatever, or in more advanced play, but the problem with it is that it loses to Duress and Thoughtseize, and it loses to Counterspells.
This would be fun to play at Friday Night Magic, I think.
It got played a lot. This was actually standard legal for a while.
What? I never saw this.
It was standard legal during Zendikar block. And they didn't have the tower, but they did have Zombie Infestation and Treasure Hunt. Okay.
Turn him sideways, guy. Alright, now kill him.
They don't know what's going on.
Your zombies look cool, by the way.
Yeah, they're my zombie buddies.
I mean, did you have to buy that token?
No, they're free.
Oh, that token is just really cool.
Yeah.
That's the Onslaught token, isn't it? Like, that was printed in Real Magic?
Yeah. And the type of tokens are dependent on the card, I think.
Oh, is that because that's an Onslaught card?
It might originally be. I know it's an Odyssey card originally.
Odyssey.
Okay, so
Maybe
now
that's an Odyssey token.
now I do my double blocks.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you do your double blocks.
It means
Now, unless you have exactly enough to kill him, because I don't think he's going to kill you with this swing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do not.
Okay.
And I lose 2.
Is that other guy not attacking?
No, he tapped for mana.
What, did you count right? Because I thought his power and toughness were bigger on some of those.
No.
Okay.
So now I lose 3 zombies and he loses 3 creatures. I actually might still lose, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you only draw 1 card a turn.
Yeah, so I get a 2-2 every other turn. My opponent's out of cards, though, so I can actually just wait and block their cards. Because attacking...
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah. And I can make instant speed blockers whenever I want. So if my opponent attacks with both creatures, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I can kill their stuff in
And
3
lose a
removal.
bunch of cards. Yeah.
So I'm going to keep these cards back in hand until I'm ready to attack.
He should not attack.
He should not attack. That would involve him dying. His 2 creatures are keeping me from murdering him. So yeah, we're getting back to the
This is a
draft
fun deck.
as soon as they get there. Yeah, it's super cheap too. It's a fun, cheap deck. So now we have 2 options to do
So
fun.
do they have the full art ones in paper? The full art, whatever that card is?
Yeah.
That you play? Because I need to get some of those. That seems like a deck.
So Zombie Infestation. I'll pass with this in hand. There's no reason to play it.
Yeah, that's just junk. I wouldn't discard it.
Not yet. They don't have an answer for it, but it's important to keep it back just in case. If I draw another card and it becomes important to play it, then I'll play it. So the real problem is I have a 1 in 12 chance of drawing a relevant card. Mm-hmm. That's not. That's the downside of the deck.
More than that now. You've got 36 cards.
36, 1 in 12. I've got 3 Treasure Cruises left.
Oh, okay. So your odds went way up with that. So they should just pass forever, basically.
They should cast spells until they have enough. They will lose if they don't do something, though. If I ever hit my treasure hunt, they just lose the next turn.
Yeah.
So they need to either give their guys flying. They can't necessarily race either, actually. So that helps. It kills 2 of my guys. Their 2/2s are much better than their 1/1s. In the most exciting game of Magic ever, passing!
Man, this guy's got to be annoyed though. You're
No,
50 cent deck.
he's playing a chump deck too. I mean, we're both playing scrubby decks. He's playing Palladium Murder.
He's at least playing a deck. You're playing a bunch of crap that you've thrown together with some islands and planes that don't even match. By the way, if I were going to build this deck, it would be all white bordered lands.
Okay.
It'd be
Now
beautiful.
I'm probably gonna lose. Mere battle.
Doesn't that make flying tokens? You gonna die. Nope, they don't. They don't fly.
No, but he can hit me directly, so I can only block it once.
Oh.
Okay, so not yet. He actually still can't attack. I will just kill that, and I'll take some damage.
Oh, he does his damage to you instead of...
He can tap Murs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can do 7 damage directly to me, and then I can kill his stuff.
Oh, okay, well...
Now, or he can swing out, which I think
he
is
should swing out, yes.
He should swing out. Next turn.
Alright, so you need to draw it now.
Pretty much. I'll lose to Merbal's here. Which is fine. But yeah, this is... I think that my deck is actually more competitive than his.
What about one of the thing that you can discard your hand and take a new opening hand, but you exile this from the game? Serum Powder, maybe?
Why would I do that? It's only on your opening hand.
So you wouldn't want to put one in there.
Your mulligans are just as good almost, and the fact that you can hit it during the combo and it ruins it makes it worse.
Okay.
The only card I would consider is playing the new Time Walk effect, the one that you end your turn on. The 3 mana one that you end your turn.
Oh,
that's what I would
to refresh your hand.
I would consider playing that.
I don't think you want to hit that one either, though. So
it's not as bad.
The deck is perfect.
Well, you can cast that one almost every time because you'll always have the 3 mana to cast it, and it'll almost always put you back into rotations. I don't think that's terrible.
It gives them a full hand too. So
yeah,
I think if he just swings out, you die.
I don't know. We'll see.
Like you block the 3 biggest things and then take 3 times 5. That's 15. So you're almost dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just gonna die to him swinging everything at you. Not this turn, but next turn, unless you draw the thing.
In fact, if he does that this turn, then he can attack with the Merbal's for your next turn and kill me. So I'm probably dead, but that's fine.
I mean, I expected you to die, but I was real hoping.
Hopes and dreams don't be dying.
I think this is a fun deck. I'm gonna pick up some of those cards in paper.
They're really cheap.
So, I want full art zombie infestations. They probably don't exist.
Probably not. So my opponent's thinking here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's the bad play. They're gonna do 8 to me.
Then you're gonna what? Set all of those in front of him?
Well, if he taps out, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah! I'm so close to killing him. 8. 16 damage. That's not enough. So yeah. I'm gonna kill that guy.
1, 2, 3. You are really close.
Yeah. Didn't mean to discard that, but that's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and stack 5 guys up on top of this.
Want 5? Was that as 9 toughness, I guess?
Yes.
Really hard to reach from over here. And 3 of them die.
All of them die.
What?
He has 14 power.
Oh. I think you still might die.
Probably.
So you were just shy of killing him, right?
Yes.
10.
That's 16 damage.
16 damage, yeah.
I think I'm dead.
Yes, you're dead.
Alright, we'll let our opponent kill us. We'll make him happy. I feel like this deck doesn't get to win a lot. This deck actually wins a ton. The fact that he just played a bunch of creatures was great against me. Also, sideboarding's really easy. Oh, I'm only running 2 zombie hunts. Or
yeah,
zombie,
I thought you were
zombie,
only running 2.
Which is good. That's how I want to run. Yes, I'd like to play first against him.
So
wow, I'm getting really lucky.
Basically a perfect hand, except that you don't have the whatchamacallits.
It doesn't matter. I can just play this on turn 3 and get it. And that matters on his deck.
Play it on turn 3. Oh,
So I can play
see.
land.
I see.
And
then if you
against
just
most decks, it doesn't matter because just like 4 or 5 2/2s is enough. But against his deck, it probably will. Because I need the maximum amount of actual spells. Yeah. Man, his deck could get a lot from a Springleaf Drum. Those cards aren't expensive either.
Nope. Well, he might have them and just haven't drawn them.
It's true. Alright, let's play our Full Art Swamp.
It's also foil.
Foil art. Alright, and next turn we play Treasure Hunt. Likely hit a Reliquary Tower. And we still have Forever in our actual matches. I also think that this deck is a poor choice because Affinity is one of the top performing decks in the format.
And this dies to this stuff Affinity dies to.
Yeah, this is just bad Affinity. And playing a knockoff version of the best deck when there's hate for it does not seem where you want to be.
Well, so if he's eventually trying to get to the Affinity deck, though, then this is a decent start.
It's true.
Oh, wow. Whiff. Play a land. Don't forget to play a land. Oh, you don't need to play a land.
Yeah, we do. Because then we can play multiple Treasure Hunts. Also, we have to discard down, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, being able to play Treasure Hunt is a big deal. Because next turn, we'll play a Treasure Hunt, and then if we hopefully get a tower, then we'll play another Treasure Hunt. We'll tap blue tower for it. Or, no, we'll tap...
Tap blue. But just play a black. Or...
Tricky, right?
Man. Okay, so tap double blue
But then we have another...
and cast Treasure Hunt.
And then if we hit another Treasure Hunt in the tower...
Then we play the black. Oh, wow. So tap blue black then.
But then if we hit a tower and a zombie hunt...
Then we'll just play the Reliquary Tower and wait till next turn.
Yeah.
So.
Gotta be careful with clicking.
Alright, so...
Tower.
Treasure Hunt.
Treasure Hunt. Well, good
Alright.
news. Our hand is quite large.
Mm-hmm.
And we are actually at the perfect amount of mana. We do not need to cast any more anythings. So
Nope.
we will discard all these cards. And have
Zombies.
zombies.
We have what?
Alright, opponents can make some 1/1s that are flying.
How many cards in our hand? Does it say that somewhere? 34. We have 34 cards in our hand.
They have unlimited mana. If they have one more Myr. I figured that was their combo. Okay, did we...
Alright, so now we get to make what? 17 zombies?
8. We get to make 8 zombies.
8.
Discard 2 cards.
Don't we have 34 cards in our hand? That's our library. Okay, that's our hand.
Oh!
What?
You were correct. We have 34.
Yes.
Oh, I got them backwards. Sorry. Thanks, Brad.
Uh-huh. I thought I'd been playing this game long enough to know.
All right, so that's important that we have so many creatures because they are actually about to go off. If they play another Myr,
It
Galvanic...
taps for mana, right?
Yep. Myr Galvanizer plus another mana Myr creates infinite mana. Which doesn't matter as much as you'd think. Just lets them play out their whole hand.
Well, so they would have had to play it last turn, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're good. We're just going to swing and kill them, right?
We're swinging for 34, so probably.
No, we're swinging for 17 creatures. That's all that matters. So they could block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 6, I think, is the number now.
Now's the time. Wait. I think I can hold priority. Yeah. Like a ninja. So it's interesting to see if I would want to run some amount of Into the Battlefield tap lands, like the creature ones and stuff like that, but I also think that it's merited to run one or two of the life gain lands, just because.
Oh, like gain two life when you play this land.
Well, you can also run the ones that enter the battlefield and gain you 1 life, or you can run the ones that the one that gains you 2 life. F6. Zombies rise out of these terrible lands. So yeah, this deck used to be in standard, and I thought about making it standard. Unfortunately, I didn't.
This would have been awesome.
It's a little pricey in standard. It's like a $10 deck.
What?
Each of those cards was like $1.50.
What?
Which is great, because it was still a great F&M deck. Like
I never saw it, ever.
That's amusing. Alright, so we attack.
Yes. I think you win if you attack.
Go, zombies!
Arise, minions. Slain. So if they block, their game is over, right?
They should. I think they're doing the math. But yeah. And the thing is, if they have to block, but then they're dead next turn, even if they weren't dead this turn. But they're dead this turn.
Whee!
Barely dead, by the way.
Alright, begin sideboarding.
I will sideboard in nothing and hit submit
deck.
So I am running 1 Dismal Backwater, 1 Jawar Isle Refuge, just to gain a little bit of life. I would like to be running...
Jardu?
Same thing. They're just into the battlefield tapped, gain life.
Oh.
They're the refuge lands. I would like to be running more of a tower. I didn't,
you didn't
find
have one?
I didn't find one at the price I was happy with.
Oh.
But yeah, and if I look around enough, someone will probably donate one eventually or something. It's not too hard to ask people for common cards that nobody wants, that don't have any value. Or looking at free bots, which I haven't done lately. Like I think I spent 0. No. Wait, did I buy any of these cards? I think I bought the zombies. I got the treasure hunts for free from a person. They gave me really nice ones. All right, this is Mulligan. The Mulligan decisions are very easy too. Well, it's a 1 question hand. That said, you can keep treasure, the zombie, and 6 lands. I wouldn't. They look great hand.
That's crazy.
I'll keep this hand. Yay.
So you want to play the infestation first, obviously, right?
Yeah. Turn 2 infestation. Turn 3 treasure hunt.
That way, it doesn't matter what you hit. You'll just chunk it off.
Put them on the bottom.
Doesn't matter what land you play here, so. As long as you play a swamp next.
Let's click. Miss! No! Alright, there's a sculptor.
It's unfortunate that's not good enough to play in Affinity.
It really is.
That's
I mean,
saying something,
there are
too.
various affinity decks that run infinite combos in it. The problem with all of them, in my
They're
opinion,
not as consistent, probably.
is that the normal beatdown affinity is just faster. A lot of the combo decks are like a turn or half a turn slower.
And so that would be helpful in some cases to have an infinite combo, but a lot of the time you don't need it for Affinity.
No, and I mean they banned some other artifact cards. Remember the Sword of the Meek Thopter Foundry Time Sieve decks back with the gift ones?
I didn't remember the Time Sieve, but whatever.
They would run a Time Sieve. You could take infinite turns.
Okay, well that doesn't seem useful. But it is a combo. What's that?
Whenever a non-token enters the battlefield, if it's untapped, put a 1/1. It's unfortunate it says non-token. Oh, they didn't attack. They should have attacked. Oh no, they shouldn't because
you just discard cards.
I'm just not really getting here, am I?
I mean, just discard down to 7, and then. Why did you play land?
So that next turn, if I draw a treasure cruise, I play land. First of all, if I'm discarding, I should always play land.
What are you?
I forgot that I had Zombie Infestation out.
I didn't know what you were doing. I just assumed you were going to hit something else.
I didn't even think about it.
You really messed that one up,
I
Dan.
really borked it.
You had one job. Literally one job. And you failed.
It was real bad. I realized everyone was like, wait, I can just discard down with Infestation. I wasn't even thinking about it.
I thought you knew how to play this utterly simple deck.
I have not played it that much.
I mean, how hard?
That was a bad mistake.
That was really bad. Like, I can't respect you as a Magic player anymore. Not that I did before.
But okay, so the Genesis Chamber.
You will like this deck, yeah.
What is it?
Treasure Hunt says search your library or
Reveal cards off the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card.
put it in your hand. And all the other cards. And then Zombie Infestation is discard 2 cards, put a 2/2 zombie into play.
Nice.
So the entire deck is 4 treasure hunts, 2 zombie infestations,
bunch of lands?
lands, and Reliquary Tower.
Sorry.
Swamp, not that it matters, right?
No, another eye there, so I'm sure. All right, treasure hunt number 2.
Alright. Alright, so now we activate this 15 times, right?
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I got those off my second draw.
Now, do you want to keep one of those in your hand? I don't think it matters.
I will keep 1 tower, 1 life gain land, and 1 zombie infestation.
Alright, you can stop now unless you... No, go ahead and dump the Reliquary Tower and the Zombie Infestation. That might be the difference in killing him. I didn't count how many you just made.
I'm gonna do it on his turn.
Oh, okay.
So in spite of my terrible misplays, we still might be able to pull this one out. So yeah, this deck is really disappointing when they're like, turn 1 Thoughtseize. That said, I did beat somebody game 1 with this deck, and then turn 2, like, they brought in the discard suite, and I kept a hand with 2 Treasure Cruises, and they didn't have a second mercy removal, and it was brutal. Like, I just got the, oh my god, I hate your deck, and it felt really nice. If you want to work in salt equity, this deck's great, because the consistency is very high. Like, think of a deck that would beat this deck that doesn't run counterspells or duresses.
Unless Affinity got super fast hand, you'd be dead.
Right, because usually this
Super
deck
fast.
wins on... It doesn't win on turn 3.
But it basically wins.
It
on
wins
turn.
combat on turn 3, almost
And then they have
always.
nothing.
And then if it doesn't win on turn 3, it wins on turn 4.
That's impressive.
And it stops aggro decks. That said, it loses to a single Dispel.
Well, so here's the
Or a
funny
single
thing,
card.
though. A lot of decks don't play those cards. However, the decks that do play those cards are tier 1, and Affinity can beat them, but this deck can't.
Yeah, that's right. All the blue-based variants will beat it, and all the black-based variants will.
And those are all the best decks.
Affinity is considered the second or first best deck. Affinity and Splinter Twin are considered the best decks right now.
Well, and then right behind it are all the other decks, right?
I think that the deck right behind it, I'm not sure, but like Abzan would be a deck that this deck probably couldn't beat.
Basically anything with blue or black in it, this deck can beat.
Yeah.
Because all blue and black decks play discard or counter spells.
Yep. Now they have to play counter spells that counter sorceries and enchantments, so that doesn't always work out. But sure, let's go ahead and attack. We just win the race. Like, yeah, like we don't kill them.
But they don't kill us.
We attack with everything. They attack back. We kill them. Victory for scrubby decks.
That was fun.
You want to pilot it?
Yes.
All right, so listen, we're gonna go ahead.
I do in fact.
Let's do just for fun. Or are you getting serious?
What is it? What's the difference?
It's just the seriousness of people.
Getting serious.
Well, there's no one in there, so let's go ahead and just do just for fun.
Alright. Is this the same person? Because
Nope.
they might be annoyed with us.
There you go.
Keep. Alright, so we're setting up. Not sure what they're playing. Argra Bolus. I don't know this deck. Lightning Bolt entered the revealed card zone. Alright, Alright, so we're gonna wait till next turn to treasure hunt. Treasure hunt. Oh, it's a Worldwake common. Alright, so it's not been printed full art.
There's a full art version of it.
Not in paper.
Oh really? That's weird.
Yeah, so if you look here. Oh wait. Does that mean there's a
I'm pretty sure that there's a full art judge promo or a promo for game day or something.
Nope. Not according to this. There's just that just means foil, right?
Which one?
This one? This means foil.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a foil, and that's it. Main phase. Cast.
Wait.
What?
You don't always want to cast in the blue
No,
mana.
this is turn 3.
You don't want to cast into their blue mana.
Oh, my bad.
You want to wait till they tap out. Yeah, you lose.
Wow.
You wait till they tap out. They'll tap out on a turn, and you treasure hunt.
Oh, whoops.
All right. Who's ready to watch Brad F6? And now your opponent knows that you can't win through counterspells, so they're probably gonna leave it open. You should play through it to see what they have. I'm still undecided if you bring in the dispels or not. Keep playing lands because you want to be able to cast one and another. Blue lands. Because you can draw off Treasure Cruise and get into another Treasure Cruise and you play the Liquid Tower and you're where you want to be. More than likely you're going to lose, but whatever. At least they're playing Aggro Burn. Where did they playing Counterflux in an Aggro Burn deck?
I mean, they have Sacrifice a Wizard counter target spell. There's no way I can lose this. Or win this. Deck is fun. Would not recommend.
I mean, if you want to have fun playing, dollar for dollar, this is the best deck that's ever existed, by the way.
Dollar for dollar, you are correct. The paper price of a non-foil Worldwake is 29 cents. And the other card is, I don't remember the name of it, but...
Just type in Zombie.
Zombie Infestation?
Yeah.
I guess the 2012 would be the cheapest. 35 cents. So we're talking about $4.
Not quite. There's only 6 cards in it.
Oh. I'm counting the lands, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Would you like to play first? Yes. I guess that's a mulligan.
It is a mulligan, and I don't know if you're supposed to
This thing's fine.
play or draw.
Keep.
It's really good. You can turn 2 Treasure Cruise. That go to bottom. You want to swamp, because what you can also do is you can put your opponent on the Zombie Infestation, and you can win slowly through that too.
So I want to try to cast just turn 2. Right.
You want to drop the tower and try to cast a turn 2. They don't have very many counterspells for turn 2.
Nothing.
Now they're probably going to lose. Especially if your treasure hunt hits another one and 2 black sources, then on turn, if they have mana open, you can play 2 spells, and they probably can't beat that. So you do have game against a counterspell or something, it's just you're unlikely to win. So play the tower, play treasure hunt. If they tap out, play the infestation.
Wow.
It's no problem.
So I need to play nothing. I can't play anything else.
Did you only get 2 cards off that?
Yeah.
That's fine. You tapped out. You play another treasure hunt.
So play another treasure hunt over the zombie infestation?
Because then, well, yeah.
Sure.
Well, yeah, actually, if you play zombie infestation, they can't attack you. So yeah, play the zombie infestation. You can play either one, but there's a good point that they can't attack through that. And then next one you'll play another island now, so you can catch 2 treasure hunts in a turn. Yeah, your opponent has to beat you to death. Oh no, inset.
Why does it matter?
You don't want them to be able to bolt your stuff.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter as much now, but whatever. There's also a chance your opponent forgets about what they're supposed to be doing and attacks into it.
I think what I'm supposed to do is go ahead and dump both of these cards.
Yeah, you make another one and attack them for 2 every turn.
Yeah. Actually, I attacked both of them.
Yeah, or 4, sorry. You attack him for 4, attack him for 4, attack him for 4. And if he taps out, you play treasure hunt. We don't play it right now. And every other turn you get another 2/2. He's probably going to bolt 1. No. They're actually losing right now in most scenarios. Because they probably don't have Snapcaster Mages, which will put them back in the lead. But they probably don't have enough removal to answer a 2/2 every other turn.
No, probably not.
Because we don't have any more land drops. The only drops we have are the best cards ever. That said, you might want to keep the next island you get so that you can play 2 treasure hunts in the same turn if you draw another treasure hunt.
How we got a buy is beyond me.
Which level of good? Just not good at
They in
streaming.
fact do have a Snapcaster.
That's fine. You still can't attack. Okay, F6.
Would they bolt?
You kill your zombie.
Why did they kill it after I attacked?
I don't know. Yeah, usually that's the right play, but against this deck, there's nothing else we can do.
Yeah.
Oh, because if they do that second main phase, we can treasure hunt.
Oh, good point.
Alright, so F3? Oh, you didn't. Okay, good. Yeah, so they're not going to attack. Yeah, make your guy and block it. I think you just hold and don't play that island.
Yeah,
You
I
have
believe
the
you're
option.
correct.
You have the opportunity, if you draw a treasure hunt next turn, to play 2 treasure hunts. They will be hard pressed to counter 2 spells at any point.
Ooh,
Now you're in trouble.
nice.
Yeah, there's probably one or two of. Probably one of. But I think that'll put him back in the game. I don't think you were supposed to use your zombie infestation in response. Because then you...
No.
What? No, it's still in your hand.
So what I do is I play Treasure Hunt.
And you counters.
They have to counter it, and then I just play Zombie Infestation.
Yeah. So you play your island?
Mm-mm. Just treasure hunt.
Just treasure hunt?
Yeah. Just treasure hunt.
Alright, what are matches started?
We do want to go first.
Alright, so I'll take over all of
We do want to mulligan this. There's only one land.
Yep, it's a good mulligan that. Keep that.
2 lands? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so he's going to counter that, and then you're going to play the land in Zombie Infestation.
So we're going to treat, kind of do both, huh? Ah!
Alright, so go back to the other game.
Yeah, we're keeping this.
Yeah, keep
But
on top.
We're the multi-cures!
Oh, man.
I'm actually pretty fast multi-cure. I just don't like doing it.
Alright, so now we play the Scryland.
Mm-hmm. We keep the land. We push most other things.
Keep the land. I think we should drop the other game.
I do too.
Oh, can't play anything for 2, but we can play the Basalt for 3. We run into the 1 counter spell if he has it.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Because this lets us get down Silumgar next turn.
Yeah. Or Tasker. I would put Silumgar first, though.
Definitely. Hexproof is a big deal.
Yeah, he can't hardly die. This game's gonna be over real fast.
Well, the interesting part is we really can't tap out now.
Why not?
Because we don't race that. That's a 2 lifelink. We do 3 damage. They do 4
So
life.
next turn we play Tasker and then we attack.
Next one we probably play Far and Away. Because I really would rather Liliana not flip.
I guess you're right. But a creature they control has to die? Right,
Yeah.
for it to flip?
Yeah, non-creature till they control. So if they play a creature, I'll bounce their creature, make them sack Liliana. Then I can start attacking.
Yeah.
The lifelink on this is also a big problem.
Not if we played Tasker.
Then they could just kill our guy.
How do they kill our guy?
I don't know.
Oh, make us sacrifice a creature, obviously.
Yeah, we would never know. Let's go ahead and play a land.
Okay, so we just away that, or for that. Away that. We away that.
Yeah.
Now be sure you keep a black up. You can't keep a black up.
Why would I keep a black up?
Oh, just because you might have enough for Tasker. But Basalt Monolith stays tapped.
Alright, do we play Hero's Blade or do we add a counter to Calcium Form rules? I think we play Hero's Blade.
That's fine. You have to search though.
Yeah. We have green, so we need to get our blue-green land. Let's attack. You got this Silumgar. Silumgars. He always looks so goofy in the picture. And then we'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tassiger next turn, and it'll be huge. And if for some reason they answer Tassiger, we can put Hero's Blade onto Silumgar and make that the game.
It's a really potent 4th turn play.
Yeah, and he'll be a 6/9 hexproof, so it'll be basically Wrath and Sacrifice effects.
Yep.
Thanks, Silumgar. You did your duty.
Yeah, I mean, if we managed to play that guy on the 4th turn every game, we'd totally win the game all the time.
We could also just equip it to this and have one, but I think I'd rather have multiple threats.
So I actually like the 1 hexproof threat that if they answer, we immediately play Tasker.
Okay, we can go do that too.
Because it's not going to change the clock, but by a turn, I think, if I did the math right. What does that do? Put knights into play?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and go back to our plan of playing
Yeah,
Gunslinger.
I definitely did agree with that plan now. We need both of those, don't we?
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cancel. Delve.
We gotta double them both?
Just one. I'd rather have the permanent, guess I need to get permanents back for whatever reason.
Because we definitely have no way.
Always yield. Yeah, no, actually, I don't always want to yield to this.
Always want to yield to what?
I do not always want to yield to Hero's Blade, so I'm just doing this one. Alright, and then attack for 3. And if our opponent can answer a 7/7, that's fine. If they cannot, that's also fine. Also, if we get another dragon from Sideboarding, or we could have killed other guys. That's not very good, actually.
That's pretty awesome.
So next turn, we'll untap.
Untap the thing and then pay the 4th mana we have.
Yeah.
What does that guy do?
Whenever you gain a life, put 2 counters on it. Remove 6 counters. Exile a creature.
Well, that was fun. What? Oh, they gain life. Okay.
All right.
All right.
4, 5, 6. So I think we can move Hero's Blade over here
1, 2, 4.
and then put a counter on here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, so the only problem with that strategy is attacking means we're gonna get hit by all that.
No. I just want to put this on here so I can kill our guy.
So yeah, just move Hero's Blade and leave our land untapped that we can put counters on.
Yeah, we'll do that on their turn. So now they won't attack, and we can't attack. But we have the Spine, which we can kill Face Fetters with.
Mm.
Or whatever they play. We could also kill Karlov if we think they have more life gain, but I mean 1, 2.
It's a
3.
long time before that guy matters. Okay, that doesn't matter.
All those creatures have Undying.
That guy already has a counter on him, so
No.
it doesn't matter. Also, can tokens undie?
No.
Alright, so none of that matters. But, hold on. Won't we just kill that?
Yes.
Okay, does he not know how undying works?
No.
Okay.
We do lose a bunch of life though.
Hmm?
Oh, but we would die next turn to his attacks.
Oh. Well, it's a good thing we have the Spine and we happen to draw enough mana to play it.
Now, we can just kill his 5/5.
Then we die. If you kill his 5/5, we die.
Okay, well if we kill our Face Fetters, we die then.
We actually die both ways, don't we?
Probably.
No. Let's see.
It has to be the same.
Yeah. Yeah, we just die. Somehow that didn't work out. We just died.
No, I mean, they did 9 damage to us last turn. If we killed Mikaeus, it actually represents less damage to us. Because then he would take us for 6.
How did he do so much damage so quickly? We were dead anyway. Why did he do that?
I don't know. He did so much damage by basically just doing 9 and then 9 with a bunch of creatures. Now, he didn't play that many small creatures, but the fact that he had a couple does make me want to play some of our other cards. I could see taking out Hero's Blade. I could see keeping it in.
Hero's Blade didn't seem to do us very good. Do we want Yin, the Wandering Bard? Well, Muri the Cursed? I think we do want Muri the Cursed.
I think we want Mirror the Cursed. I do not think we want Hero's Blade.
Do you think we want the
Actually,
other creature?
Maybe we want Hero's Blade and we don't want slower stuff like Crystal Ball.
Okay, yeah, take out Crystal Ball. What about Pariah? Do we want to nerf one of his creatures? So it takes all the damage that would be dealt to us.
No, because he has Mortify. And he can just kill us when we don't think we're dead.
That's a good point. What about Esper Charm? Do we want Esper Charm?
I think I want Vanish into Memory because he had tokens. And you can exile their cards. Maybe I don't.
What about the small creature there? Yevon or the Falling Star?
I want the Falling Star.
Alright.
That is true.
Let's make room for that.
Let's take out an 8-drop that doesn't have
Yep.
hexproof.
So I almost want to take out Traumakratus and just put in a low drop. You think that's bad?
I don't know what low drop we'd run. I'm not sure if Yisun's good because I
Well,
didn't.
then why don't we put in Worldly Tutor so we can get one of the other creatures?
I'm okay with that.
That's a little weird. I mean, we fourth turned a Solomgar and didn't win, so I'm not real feeling confident about this one.
Yeah, that might have just been a really good hand for them.
Alright, well.
Let's see if there's anything else. I like the removal of the spine. I like our removal package in general. We could bring in Nago because it is a 3/3. But I'd rather not.
I can't believe we got a Ba.
I know, we might just lose 2 matches here. We might go 2-1 twice.
That would suck.
Yeah, man. Or 1-2. Especially our long string of going 2-1s prior. But it might be our unlucky days. And I don't think this deck was particularly impressive.
It wasn't, but I mean, our last deck was okay. And the thing is, we lost the 2 games to Mana Screw and Flood.
No, we lost one of the games because
Well, we
of
lost
Mana Blade.
one of the games to Mana.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's an entire match, basically, right?
Yeah. We lose a lot to stuff, to variance.
And it's annoying.
It is, but it's just part of the game. Yes, we'd like to play first against the aggro deck.
Seems fine.
Seems great, actually. I didn't see the lost land. Yeah, I'd like to keep this. And then we'll start with the Tropical Island into the swamp. Well, we can just actually just go ahead and get the Taiga with this. Whenever we want to.
So we might just draw the Taiga, though.
Then getting a forest? I'd rather get the Taiga because that way I can use the Mirrored to get 2 forests if I need to get 2 forests. We don't have a black-green land to go with this. We don't have another card to get with this other than the Taiga and the Tropical Island.
This is a real powerful 3rd turn drop. So.
Yes, and it will help stave their stuff off quite a bit. And also the fact that we have Deluge mana and Glissa mana means this is a pretty good hand.
Yeah.
I do not know if Shouldered's particularly great.
Wait. You need double green. I was thinking double black for some reason. Yeah.
Wonder what our opponent kept. Playing first turn Brainstorm is pretty weak. Brainstorm is only a really good card if you have access to shuffle away the cards you do not want to keep in your hand. Just looking at the top card of your library is basically what it does otherwise. So let's go ahead and play Glissa now.
Yeah, there's... I think... Does that counterspell work on anything? The one that's pay 1 more mana?
Pay 3 more mana?
No, it's one. There's one that's 1 mana, pay 1 more mana, but it has the thing where if they control a creature powerful or greater, it's just countering.
That's non-creature spell.
Oh, it's non-creature? Okay, so we don't have to worry about playing Glissa there.
Yeah.
So we actually have a counterspell that we can keep up after this next turn.
Yes, we will have a counter spell, a removal spell. Oh, was that coming to play untapped? That's interesting. I wonder what they're gonna play.
I don't see how it could be better than Glissa, though.
I don't know. We'll see. They're playing something. Could be their life gain creature.
So that makes all their creatures come into play with 1 more.
Yeah, sure. Let's attack.
Wait, why didn't you play the Myriad?
So that I can kill or play the other spells. They cost 4.
Oh, okay.
And then when they tap out next turn, we'll go ahead and kill Anafinza. And then we'll play Myriad.
We'll kill Anafinza with Toxic Deluge?
With Spite Malice.
Oh, is it destroy a creature? I thought it countered a creature.
To destroy a target 9 black creature, or counter target non-creature spell.
Oh, you should kill it before their next creature gets a counter then.
I will. It's when it enters the battlefield.
Oh, is it an instant?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, go for it.
The other thing we can do is we could Toxic Deluge and for 3 and kill both of their creatures.
It'll get a counter on it, and that'll kill our creature.
That'll be 2/4. Yeah, we'll kill our creature. Okay, let's go ahead and do that then. But I was thinking about trading 2 cards for 2 cards, but sure. Yeah.
Our card is just better.
Alright, let's get the landscape.
Yeah. And 2 swamps, right? To get shouldered.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and attack. Two, 3, 4, 5. Next turn we can just play Silumgar if we'd rather.
Is that tap for colors? Nice. Yeah, I'd rather play Silumgar.
And Silumgar,
Well, actually, yeah, Silumgar is probably the best.
I'd rather wait for more of our creatures to die.
For shouldered, yeah. Alright, so if they do that and 1 more damage, right?
2.
2 more damage. Oh, it's 3.
It's 3. It can be good. It is good in this deck. I think this is like an Esper aggro life gain deck, interestingly enough. There's a lot of stuff
I
going
think
on.
it's working better in our deck.
Our deck is just sort of this...
It's an amalgamation of bull.
What is the color pairing? The blue-green-black, or blue-green-black, what is that color? I forgot the color pairing for blue-green-black. Sultai, yeah, we're just like Sultai beatdowns with some red. Or, sorry, Sultai mid-range.
It's pretty random.
Or control, I don't know. Yeah. We have cards like... The cards like Shieldred and Silumgar are the cards that are good in our deck.
Yeah.
I don't think we really have any good cards outside of those cards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of cards I don't mind. Toxic Deluge, that...
I mean, I like the removal. The removal's good.
I'm not too big on us having to have run the... what is it called? The sword? The sword seems a little underwhelming for our deck. It can be good in spots, but...
That's true.
I think it would be much better in a deck like theirs.
They were really thinking hard on that one.
They might have had to go do something. Alright, well, this makes me not want to play anything. And pass the turn after attacking. So I'm going to attack.
See what happens.
And then if they don't do anything, I'm going to build a bunch more mana. And then I'm going to play Silumgar and then Shieldred. They
So
have to tap.
You don't think playing Silumgar right now is a good idea?
Not with their 4 mana open. They're probably going to counter it. Right?
I mean, I guess there's plenty of counter spells.
We could. I mean, it might be a removal spell.
So you could actually far it back to our hand if you want, but...
We could far and away, kill their creature, get our creature back.
That would actually be a really tech play.
Or we could not be fancy. We could play Silumgar. They won't have an answer for it. And we could get Shieldred out later.
Okay.
And then have both. So I prefer that.
Alright. And we gain 3 left.
Sure.
Cancel.
Okay. If we draw a land, we'll just play Shieldred. If we don't draw a land, we'll keep open far away. And we'll make 1, 2...
So we would play Shieldred into their open mana now?
Yeah, because they actually were just keeping Devour Flesh up. And there's not that many counterspells in the cube.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to leave mana open either. I think they leave mana open to answer cards. It's very fortunate that they used their Devour Flesh. It's probably the only sacrifice card. It's probably the only way they had to answer Silumgar in the deck.
Yes. Of course, with us having 2 creatures out, that won't work either.
Yeah, it's easier to answer like Shieldred and then play something like, you might have 2 real removal spells and not sacrifice effects.
Liliana.
It's not good enough.
So
1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll only have 3 mana.
So do you want to?
We're gonna play. We're gonna get a land.
Play the trading post and then drop 2 lands with the.
We're gonna deluge.
Deluge for. Will that not flip Liliana?
No, because
Okay.
they die at the same time.
What? It has 2 toughness, right? So we're gonna deluge for 3.
So we're gonna attack and then deluge for 2.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now you could also far and away and keep the deluge.
No, I don't think it'll get much better.
Alright, so you're gonna sack that thing for lands, right?
Like, how do I increase the amount of life I'm paying?
X's. Oh, click your portrait.
Good call. That was not as intuitive as I'd hoped.
No. Well, it lit it up, so that seemed right. Alright, so that goes and gets 2 lands for how many mana?
For 2 mana.
Oh, okay. So that's happening.
Yeah, end of the turn we'll go ahead and get do those. And we technically still have
We still have far.
far up.
So
if
we might
need
as well
it.
keep far up.
Then the turn we'll.
That's how you would
Mirelands.
play if you were playing
Yeah,
for packs or
We'll
something.
get the,
you know, like we are.
far and away up, and then we can either decide if we want to drop Shieldred or if we want to play Trading Post.
So we want 2 swamps, right?
Yeah.
I think we go ahead and play
I like the Trading Post.
trading post. Yeah. Because we can play it and use it, right?
Yep.
So we definitely do that. And there's no need to use it now, right?
Nope. At the end of the turn, we're going to start making 0/1 goats, which will protect us from sacrifice effects.
Yep.
Yep. When it deals combat damage, you can cast an instant sorcery. Blah blah blah.
So
blah,
we could
blah.
just. Wait, I have a better idea.
I'm just gonna play Shieldred and let it answer it.
Aren't they going to get to attack with Island Wall and Swamp Walk first?
No, it's at the beginning of their upkeep. They sacrifice a creature.
Oh, for some reason I thought that was the end of our turn. I don't know how they were casting that. So.
Okay, so now we can keep this and discard a card to gain life, or we can play this and go for the scry. I think it's actually you go for the scry here.
I think since we're winning,
You
we
don't
just pass. Okay. I was going to keep it in my hand, but...
Yeah, put that on top of my deck. Look at our goats. I am sad that we don't get to do the thing I wanted to do most, which was use the goats to win the game with the sword, like sword goats. Okay, so this is the last match, right?
Yes. I mean, do we have anything that we just didn't like?
Our opponent was playing some bigger stuff, so I might want to use something like Crystal Ball.
Do you think they just got a super lucky hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
This got a really aggressive hand. That said, we have to make a cut for that.
So I would actually cut Worldly Tutor.
I agree.
Except that Worldly Tutor can go to their Solmgar, which was balling in both matchups. So, up to you. Now, do we want to keep Miri?
That's a good point. Let's go ahead and drop Miri.
I don't know if that's correct, because if they get those Vigilance creatures again, that answers all of them.
It's one at a time.
With First Strike, though. And it gets bigger when it kills something.
Yeah, I mean, our problem wasn't we didn't have creatures that game we died. It was that they had removal.
Okay, so, yeah, that's fine.
Let's try a little slower one. They are going first, so there's definitely merit to us not slowing down our deck against their deck when it gets faster, but I think that might have been a particularly aggressive hand for them.
Who knows? I mean, we had an aggressive hand, too, and they crushed us.
Yeah, they had, like, perfect hand. Some decks you're just not going to beat their hand.
Yep.
Sometimes their best curve out's better than your best curve out, and that's just how it goes. This will be our last
So this is
match.
for all the marbles.
This is for 75
Marbles.
points and a pack
Mm-hmm.
to go with our other packs that we won.
one other pack.
One other pack. We'll make it packs. After this one, we should be able to say packs.
Hopefully.
Multi-pack.
They are really taking their time with that deck submission.
They're just considering the different options they had, which, you know, it's fine.
Let's not play another.
No, we're not. I was just going to look at it. But there's not really anything to talk about. The deck's super simple. Yeah, but
I like that deck.
If you want to build it, it's, you know, guys at home, girls at home, it's super cheap. It's kind of teaches you to play around counterspells in an interesting way. Like, I did say that you lose to a counterspell, but we were unlikely to win the game we dropped. But there was a potential for it. There was a potential for us to re-get our stuff down. Blue doesn't run much burn. Cryptic Command and maybe a one of certain other bounce cards like the one we saw there. Maybe one Echoing Truth or something. That's it. You also don't actually lose to Echoing Truth. If they Echoing Truth your zombies because they have to, then you are in a better position because you probably had something else to play.
How in the world?
We're just waiting for them to finish sideboarding. They have 2 minutes.
Oh. Feels like forever.
They could be changing their deck. We didn't have a lot of options, but sometimes in cubes you have big shifts can be had. That's one of the really cool parts to playing cubes or stuff in general, is that your sideboarding options can be quite important. We didn't have very many good ones. We had Yeeson, but I don't want to play him. There were the options to take out the trading posts.
Seems alright.
Yeah.
So we get the landscape down and buyback and then landscape and then land and activate it.
Well, yeah, or we could play the obelisk.
Ooh.
I'd actually just rather activate the land. It gets us 2 lands. And we can try to get Hero's Blade and Tassiger. And it's later on we can have the Obelisk and the Crystal Ball. I do like Obelisk acting as a 10-mana removal spell if you need it to, or if you don't have anything else to do, if you draw it real late.
Yeah.
See what our opponents... Hopefully they don't come out too quick. We have a lot of sort of slower cards. Alright, so then...
Land, Hero's Blood? Oh, no. Landscape.
Yeah, landscape. It's interesting that Hallowed Fountain enters the battlefield tapped even from untapped sources unless you pay the 2 life. Which is always the case for them. It's just... I guess it just says they enter the battlefield in their natural state. Oh, Felwar. Okay, so
That's not terrible.
We don't need Silumgar yet. Alright. So we'll wait on that. We'll pass the turn to get 2 black sources.
Wait. So you can still draw a swamp and get 2. So you're going to play a creature instead of putting 2 lands out?
No, we're going to play a... We're going to get 2 lands out.
Okay. Well then, yeah.
Because this holds up counterspells as well.
Yes.
So our opponent has to keep playing around counterspells, and the turn we make mana, then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands, and we'll be able to play Hero's Blade, Unstable Obelisk, or Hero's Blade Crystal Ball.
We'll have 5 lands? Why don't we just play Tasker?
Because they're not tapping out either. Let's play Calciform Pools.
Calciform Pools, and then play either Obelisk or Crystal Ball. Probably Crystal Ball.
Yeah. I'm also fine with them countering it.
Yeah, that's another point.
But if they don't...
So now do you want to scry, or do you want to put a counter on Calciform?
I want to scry. I'll scry.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Now, we did play a land, correct? Yeah, we played the Calciform.
Yeah. We'll leave the mana open, and then we'll scry every turn. And we scry 2, so you don't have to scry every turn. If we get 2 lands, which is what we want, we can just put them both to the top.
You know, we could also scry 2 and then Worldly Tutor. So that we know potentially 3 cards.
It shuffles your deck.
Oh, never mind that. Oh, we could Worldly Tutor and then scry 2, but we don't need to do that.
No.
I think we want both of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go ahead and put Solomgar on top.
Okay.
And then, yeah. Glad you knew how to work that, because I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know it to click. Now, do you want to just play Solomgar?
Yep.
That's what I want to do.
It's unfortunate we didn't have time to play Heroes Blade. It would have been really nice there, but...
Yeah, I think we definitely want to just stick that.
Well, we didn't really have a turn to do it.
No, I mean stick Solomgar.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because I don't think there's a counterspell for 2 mana. 3 mana.
Mm-mm. Well, there might be, but they probably don't play it. There's only like 5 counterspells in the set.
Yeah.
So next turn we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana.
And we know the top card, so we'll probably just...
I'd like to play Heroes Blade, Obelisk, and Scry next turn. They need to answer the Obelisk, and if they don't, we can kill one of their things. The Heroes Blade will be good when we get the Tasigur down for the cheap soon. And we can be in a position where we do multiple things on the next turn pretty easily. And if our opponent has a way to make us shuffle cards back in our deck, we do have Worldly Tutor to get back Solomgar.
Yeah, we definitely want to get a
They can copy instants and sorceries.
Oh. We want to get another creature down as soon as possible, though. So we might want to go ahead and play the Tasigur to protect the Solomgar.
That's a good point.
And now keep in mind they can copy a spell, so we really need a third creature down.
Well, the good news is if they kill our stuff, we can just
We can get it all back. We don't have 2 green right now, though.
Crystal Ball will make that very easy. Let's go ahead and far and away.
So we far their 2/2 and away their other one, right?
Yes. Fuse. This is the bounce card.
Yeah, that is the card you want to bounce.
Blue, black, black, black.
And do we want to go ahead and Worldly Tutor to control our draw?
No, we're going to Crystal Ball.
No, Crystal Ball instead. That makes way more sense.
Yes. We actually don't want to draw all the creatures anyway.
And then we want to attack.
I guess we could have attacked first.
Yeah, but
I mean, they're not going to block.
it's not real different when they're completely tapped out. Now, this way we did not protect the creature.
I'm fine with that because then we'll play Tasigur, some other stuff, sacrifice Unstable Obelisk, and then later on in the game, Confluence. Yeah. Remember, you can Unstable Obelisk twice too. If we hit some mana drops,
Ooh, that's true.
we can start throwing stuff out there. Next turn, I would like to get down Unstable Obelisk, start scrying towards the second green source, and try to get Tasigur down.
So I think getting Tasigur...
The fact that they're playing this guy means they just don't have better things to do.
Well, you totally skipped through this draw.
I did. I was rewarded too because I would have kept that on top.
Yeah, that's true. So you want the blue-red? That you can't get that one. You want the
green
other one. Green-blue one.
Yeah, the green-blue one. My opponent's really in the tank here. This gives us 3 cards to go with that, so it's 3.
So if you Tasigur and leave...
Nothing. We get rid of all that.
No. Just leave... Yeah, don't... Just leave the far and away. Because you can get the far and away back with Tasigur.
1. That's true.
So I think you should play Tasigur right now. Because you have how much mana? You have 1, 2, 3... Yeah, so get the 2 lands, and then pay whatever you have to pay. But try to leave green-black up. No, not black-blue. Try to leave these 2 up. The Trop and the Frontier.
Why?
Oh, it doesn't matter, actually. You should leave the green up. That's for sure. Alright, so now attack. Oh my god, we didn't play Heroes Blade first. We're so bad at this game.
I didn't want to play.
Oh, you didn't want to?
No.
Okay.
I want to play Obelisk. Actually, I want to scry. No, we have 2 green sources. I want to play Obelisk. I want to get the Obelisk down so I can activate it, and then that'll set up Verdant Confluence better. Because they have to answer our creatures at this point. He's going to die. So if he answers our creatures, we can get an Obelisk back and something else.
So he mortified our creature.
Which is fine.
Makes me think he's got the sack spell.
He very well may.
But whatever, we couldn't do anything about it.
And with the Obelisk, we can actually scry again if we'd like. Because it taps for mana.
Well, we should scry.
Yeah. We'll do that at the end of the turn. If they kill all of our stuff, then we'll play Confluence. We'll get a land, get our 2 permanents back. Tasigur and this. And then we'll play one the next turn. If they don't make a sacrifice at this turn... Whew, that's bad for us.
That is real bad for us. Alright, go ahead and scry.
Yeah.
Put those both on bottom, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So they can hit us for 4.
Alright. Pause during your upkeep and draw the creature you want with a Worldly Tutor.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Alright. What
1,
creature
2,
do we
3, 4,
want?
5, 6, 7. Probably
Shoulder.
Children. Yeah.
And then immediately play it and pass.
Yep. And if they answer it, then we'll have 3 creatures to get back.
Yeah. I mean, we just hope they eventually don't answer it. Yeah, so the Whispering one. And then F. And then cast. So that was a good play.
Yep. We can go ahead and take our stop off of our upkeep because we don't have that many instants. We
Alright.
could put it back on and scry during our upkeep. I actually like
You
that.
should, yes. After that, it probably won't matter. So, respond. What do you say?
Our opponent's saying that it's a very strong card and almost always wins.
Oh, shouldered?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we went and got it.
Because they had to answer it that turn.
Yeah. Nice.
Alright, so our opponent's on answering it this turn. If they do not,
So you can't see our chat, but he said, I love that there's just cards in the cube that just win. And then we said, yeah, we have lost with it out, though. And he said, I've won like 5 times in drafts because of shoulder.
no, because of Obsidian.
Oh, Obsidat.
For his deck. Obsidian's perfect in his deck. In our deck, it's only okay. Choose a creature. Silumgar, right?
So we definitely want Silumgar. Just because it's the hardest to answer.
Okay, and now we crystal ball. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we do not crystal ball because I want to keep up unstable, and I want to activate unstable, right?
And just kill Liliana? He's going to have to sack it. Doesn't.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Swamp Walk, so we're just in him with shoulder.
All right, and we'll just keep Obelisk up.
Oh, no, you want to. Oh.
Yeah, we keep Obelisk up. So if he plays anything, we can Obelisk.
Oh, yeah.
So now he has
If
to.
he flashes something into play, you.
This is why
He
we
must
picked
have got
Children.
the Swamp Walk.
Path to Exile. We could
Uh,
kill
let's-
Children and get it back.
Kill shouldered and get it back.
Yep.
I think that is the thing to do, even though that is a super weird play.
Weird plays are what separate good players from great players.
Alright, so you need to stop on your upkeep and scry, right? Or does it not matter what you draw?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm playing Heroes Confluence or Verdant Confluence next turn.
Alright, so you want
Let's attack first.
Shouldered, and you want...
Tasigur and Unstable Obelisk.
I think you should leave Tasigur in the graveyard.
Get a land.
No, you want to get Tasigur so that you can play him and exile all the junk from your graveyard. Right?
Okay, we can get one permanent back and make that 2. We can put a bunch of counters on the guy that I forgot to put into play. We can put... we can just get... Sorry.
Why don't you just get Shouldered?
I get Shouldered.
And put 4 counters on the guy.
I want the Obelisk for removal.
Okay, we'll do it. It's good. Man, that made it difficult.
Yeah, it did. Alright. Probably should have done it the other one.
Don't F6. You got to scrap.
Oh, F3. Alright, so our opponent is definitely in a rough spot. They have to answer an almost unanswerable creature. We have more cards in hand than they do. They're playing cards that don't do a lot. But they do have a really cool...
So that one is first strike, right? So
yeah.
That's good enough.
Why?
Put on bottom, put on bottom. It flies. It first strikes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I want 8 mana? I do not.
So we can't attack next turn.
Why?
First strike, fly.
Why does that matter?
First strike flying means it'll kill our creature in combat, right?
Why would it kill our creature in combat? Doesn't have death touch.
Oh. I guess I'm just used to that. So Shouldered.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and attack. Well, no, actually.
Why is it?
If they play their sacrifice card, I want to know where they're at on stuff.
Oh, that's a good point.
They can't. They don't have black mana open, of course.
Oh, okay.
That one Swamp's putting them in a rough spot, man.
Yep.
Shieldred made us go 2-1 probably. I mean, our opponent could have something to pull it out. If they had a mass exile card, we would only have
Glissa.
and the Honden and the Obelisk and a removal spell and a way to have a giant Glissa.
Still.
And a Scry spell.
So definitely attack.
Yeah. So, like, you know.
So he's just going to block with that creature. Because he knew we were playing Shouldered.
Yeah.
So this way we get the only other creature in our graveyard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And we play...
1, 2, 3.
Nothing, right? We play nothing, right?
No, I think we play the Obelisk.
Yeah.
After combat.
That's fine, but the card that gets him out will take the Honden out, so we shouldn't. Or we take the Obelisk out.
Nah, we just play and equip the Hero's Blade. Kill him this turn.
Oh, does it kill him this turn?
Yeah, go put it here.
Woo!
We made it!
We did it!
3! We made it. Barely. Well, not barely that last game, but that game could have gone quite sour. Both of our decks actually did not perform great. It's just, the one thing I think our deck did well is it was super grindy. Like, the longer the game went, the more likely we were to win.
Yeah, the
if we played against decks that just went really long, I mean, Honden, Obelisk, Trading Post, Verdant, like, the Sultai deck is all about going longer and longer and longer. We didn't get to do Obelisk, Trading Post, and Spine, but I think those are the 3 main cards involved as artifacts in that they kind of cycle around. So it's cool. All right, guys.